That's how you found your plant. Wolf came walking up to you with the plant. He was like,
It's so good.
Oh, I kind of forgot I had a dog.
Me too.
Look, Julie is
It's a new thing for
okay.
me. I just got this dog.
Welcome to Campfire Quest. We are starting our evening with you, and if we're starting D&D, then you know the weekend has begun. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. If you're not home from work, that's because you're in California or somewhere like that, and we're glad you're tuning in to us as your day comes to a close. But we've been relaxing for hours now over here on the East Coast.
Hell
We've been on vacation for like hours. We spent the last 2 hours sitting around a campfire burning marshmallows.
And my thumb.
And your thumb.
Yep.
Sorry about the thumb. Marshmallows had it coming, though. Let's just be real. Before we go to the intro and start playing the game that we all love, I think we'll instead do some announcements. Announcements. First person to do an announcement today will be... Let's do the recap announcement with Parker first.
Hi, I'm going to recap our Saturday sleepover we had last Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday. It was great. That's it.
Recap?
No, it was really good. Tristan was DMing. It lasted like...
I'm Tristan, that's me.
It's them. It lasted like 5 hours because we were basically solving a mystery of this town where we were kind of not running in circles, but running back and forth between like a handful of people. And I don't want to give away too much because our, what are they called?
Your
VOD.
VOD.
Our VOD is in our thing below or whatever. No, it's not on our YouTube
Twitch
yet.
holds our VODs for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then
Spicy
it'll be on our
VOD
YouTube.
replays.
And we were very thankful to have Schnitzel on, Chris. She was very cool. Her character was really, honestly, kind of hot and awesome. If you go on Instagram and look up Schnitzel spelt wrong,
The first 3 letters are like school, SCH. The next 3 letters are like net, what you catch a fish in. And then it's all wrapped up with 3 more letters. ZLE.
ZLE, like pretzel.
Aww.
Yep, like pretzel. So, schk, net, zol. Schnitzel.
Schnetzely.
Her art is back here. She's a wonderful, beautiful artist who does some beautiful, wonderful work. Trying to plan a couple of more things. We have our next Saturday sleepover planned for March 21st, where I will be DMing this time. And it's going to be really funny, so make sure you clear your schedule off for March 21st. The end. Thanks.
Thanks for coming to your TED Talk.
It's me TED Talk. And it's over.
All right, Saturday sleepover. Thank you very much, Parker. That's exciting. Let's see. Something exciting happened with Tristan. Tristan, I know you were the DM, but we had a first. And it wasn't even somebody that had to do it, which is what made it so special. What happened?
Well, people willingly sat down and played a game I was DMing. This is really a first for me. It was very exciting.
Yeah,
That's not what we're talking about.
That's exactly what I was
blast.
talking about.
Yeah, I figured that was probably it. What actually happened was I had an NPC named Snitch the Goblin. He's actually a little throwback to the first time I ever played D&D with a group of my friends. There's a funny story. It was a goblin. He was a completely inconsequential character, but he tumbled to his death off of a chapel belfry, I guess, and fell onto the monster that we happened to be fighting, stabbing it to death. He died on impact, but he also saved us all.
That's good.
So he became a legend, and we all include him in any D&D game we ever have. Anyway, included him as a throwaway NPC. And our PCs became very attached to him, as player characters are wont to do whenever there's a small creature involved. And somebody else in the audience also fell in love with him and drew fan art of Snitch the motherfucking goblin.
God, that was so exciting.
He's got Zoe's character's little hat on, which is very cute. The person who drew that is also a legend, and their name is. I thought you were looking up this whole time. Just kidding, you are. Their name is.
The artist?
They've got one. It's Swearwolf Cola.
On Instagram.
On
and
Instagram.
on Twitter, too.
And on Twitter. I don't know anything about them, but I love them.
Swear Wolf Cola, all one word.
All
no,
together.
All one word, all
Nothing
together.
weird.
All spelt normal.
I'll spell normal.
Swear word.
Swear word.
Wolf.
Swearwolf Cola.
Swear Wolf Cola.
Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
All right.
pretty-
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
It hurts.
I think our next announcement is going to come from the other end of the table where we've got Kayla. And
Kayla!
I believe Kayla's talking about our good friends at Loot Tables.
Yeah, they're great, and they are helping us do a giveaway today of these really cool health potions.
Ooh.
Which has a value of like 800 pennies.
That's
So
a lot of pennies.
That's a lot. So, yeesh,
Wait, how many pennies?
it's kind of a big number.
8 whole hundredths of them?
Yeah.
Like, so that would be like a huge hand, like this many pennies.
Yeah.
It's a
It
lot
would
of
be
pennies.
at
It is
least
a lot.
8 rolls of 100 pennies each.
It would be 16 rolls of 50 pennies each.
It would be 32 rolls of 25 pennies each.
That too. Or 800 rolls.
It'd be
of
800 rolls.
100
Each of individually packaged roll of pennies.
80 rolls of 10 pennies.
All of these are quantities of payment.
But you know what's more worth
But
it
what's
than
important is Loot Tables is awesome, and you can use our promo code.
Promo code?
Campfire.
Campfire. I knew that. I was just
Testing you.
I was testing all of you
that? Glad we
on
passed.
their website.
We did
So
pass, right? We passed the test.
Nope. Gone.
it's not so much as an automatically graded thing as much as I need to sit down to write some notes.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I get it.
Check the
Feedback
rubric.
is what's important here.
Yeah. It's all about communication.
About who?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. My mouth
I'll bet you
didn't
just
work.
copy paste the same thing for everybody.
Ooh. Shade.
Wow.
Gen Eds.
I believe in you. I'm just kidding. I bet it'll be individualized
It's
and
all the
meaningful.
same fee. Well, if people stop turning in the same thing, I'd stop giving
Oh, God! Get wrecked! That hurt me!
Absolutely.
Ooh!
If everyone stops cheating, academic
This is
dishonesty.
weird. I'm the student. Like, I'm dragging myself.
That's really funny.
So Loot Tables and health potions.
Thank you for that glowing recommendation. Wow.
And we'll be giving that away for free. If you don't want to spend your own 800 pennies, stick around and we'll tell you how to win your own
Kevin knows
health
it.
potion. And we send it to you. And do we charge you shipping? No. No. I collect enough aluminum cans by digging through other people's garbage to save up enough postage to mail it to you for free.
Wow.
As far as you know, for your concerns.
There's
at
so
least.
many aluminum cans. I keep on stepping on them on the way in, Jason.
The rate has really dropped. It takes a lot of cans to make a stamp and a lot of stamps to mail.
Yeah, I noticed
A
you
package.
rummaging through my dumpster like 15 miles away. So I figure that's a lot of dumpsters you're hitting for aluminum
Have you seen
cans.
those new YouTube dumpster dive videos that have
Oh,
been getting like
Christ.
super popular?
No.
So what's going on
Oh, I'm
Campfire
sorry.
Quest?
Am I talking to a dumpster diving YouTube connoisseur?
As somebody who watches those videos often.
As somebody who dives in the dumpster.
Honestly, I've done it once. That shit nasty. Don't do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds
Wear a
horrible.
snorkel at least.
Yeah, gloves would be good. Don't be nasty.
I
Bring your
recommend-
nasty friend
Ooh,
with you so
ooh.
you don't have to do it.
Recommendation:
Ulta.
don't jump in a dumpster.
I never thought of jumping in anything.
You know what? I went on a date with this girl in high school, and her mom came in her room and brought a bunch of stuff that she had found from dumpster diving. And I'm just saying, it's like she had huge canvases, like with nothing wrong with them. So
Yes.
Hepatitis.
Like you can find all kinds of food. If you go to Ulta, they're technically supposed to break them, but sometimes they don't. You can get that cheap makeup for free.
even if they, how do you mean break? Like snap in
Technically, yeah.
half?
Technically, what they're supposed to do is like dig in there and like break it. But
I feel
sometimes
like-
people are lazy.
But you can repack that.
Yep.
I see what you're saying.
Also, never mind. Go ahead. Keep talking about dumpster diving at the makeup store.
That's it. Wait, shouldn't we be?
Isn't it against the law though?
Yeah, no, it's
For
hardcore
legal
against the
reasons,
law.
that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oh,
Anyways, we're
Christ.
plummeting.
We are.
No, why do you keep
We
trying to?
have to get the
Because
intro.
I want to see what happens. I don't want to die. I'm so scared.
I'm
The fact
literally
that it hasn't
perfectly
happened
fine.
yet is stressing me
Well,
out.
there's one person who's gonna live, and
not
that's
sure.
the dog.
I'm not sure.
And in
got
me,
the bandana.
I'm gonna live because I have wings.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm just gliding down.
That's
Well, I'm
true.
also gonna live because as soon as we get 500 feet before the ground, I'm just gonna and then walk gently onto the floor and then close the door behind me.
Scientifically, I don't
You
think
should
that's how
wait till
teleportation
just
works.
before it crashes and then jump.
Yeah, that's so
Oh my
smart.
god.
I don't know. I don't
We
know
jump
if
together.
teleportation cancels.
We hold hands.
In this world, it should, but in normal
Flattened.
worlds, it would not at all, and you would die.
Yeah,
instantly.
but in this
Maybe an
world,
announcement.
all momentum is canceled.
Do we have any?
Yep, we have one more announcement.
Oh,
So I'm gonna survive no matter what.
Grant had an announcement.
Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, and this may come as a surprise, alright? I shaved my beard.
What?
Wait, you did what now?
I know, you might not have noticed.
Wait, since when?
Because I didn't tell
wait,
you.
so it's not there anymore?
It's not there anymore.
Wait,
I took
that's
it
what
off.
your face looks like.
Yeah, I took it off. I just undid the Velcro, and I hung it up, and I'm just gonna leave it there
Actually,
for a
can I
while.
borrow it for tomorrow? I need to have a beard.
I need a better
don't-
beard. Can
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
borrow
be-
yours?
I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna match.
Did you
You
shave
know.
this off because St. Patrick's Day is coming?
What does that mean?
No, I'm not a leprechaun.
That's what I'm saying. Did you shave it because you've had a lot of painful?
I think Jason's onto
References?
something.
Yeah.
this
To being a
time, not
leprechaun?
here.
It's like a week away, and you're like, not this year, not this year,
No.
motherfuckers.
Whenever I
It's still there. It's just kind of, hidden
hide
underneath
under
his
his
skin.
skin. Oh, that's kind of gross.
It is
Like
hiding
if I
there.
if
It's
I just like if I
waiting to
accidentally cut my
slowly
face,
erupt.
it's just like
Technically speaking.
I hate the idea of like grabbing one with a tweezer and just pulling it out and it just keeps going. It keeps going until you unravel as a person.
Well, first it plucks all the other ones in, like. Boop.
this is horrible. I was thinking like I get cut and instead of bleeding, it's like a little puff, like a.
All
You know
of
what I'm
these are
talking about?
certainly
No.
all unique
Like you-
kinds
like
of
you-
horrible
like you-
body horror. Can
Like
we
you
just go
stab
to,
like
Can we go to
cor-
intro?
those-
Zoe! Zoe, can we go to intro?
Please.
Please. Zoe, I beg you.
You just don't like the fact that we're right. We're live again.
Hello, live again. I'm Tristan.
Nice to meet
What was that?
Almost on
Well,
eBay's laptop.
that was the intro, and that's how you know that we're getting started.
you. Yay!
It's now actually time for the Dungeons and Dragons game.
Where we die.
Dungeons and Dying game where we dragon.
It's entirely possible you're gonna survive this. Yeah.
Does polymorph have any limits? Because I can't see any on D&D Beyond.
Polymorph does not have limits.
Like, I can just be as big as I want.
Yes.
Can you go huge? Can you go Colossus?
You gonna be a T-Rex?
I feel like
Taco Record?
that's like... There's gotta be some limit, right?
It's not even by a challenge rating or anything.
I mean, there's nothing on here that says, like, I can't be a giant...
I'll look it up.
I can't turn into a giant person and, like, just gently hold her ship.
That's the funniest thing.
I'm just saying, there's nothing saying I can't do it.
I got you. I'll look it up.
Just polymorph.
No, I know there
not
is a
isomorph.
limit. I just don't know what it is.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Off the top of my head, I usually do, which is surprising that I don't know, especially.
Wow, I'm disappointed in you, Cameron.
I know.
Jones.
I am too. Honestly.
One of us on this side has to know how to play D&D.
One person on each side must know how to play the game.
Luckily, Parker is protecting this side of the table. Thanks,
Aww.
Parker.
You're welcome. What am I doing?
Can I turn into a big person? All I want to do is see you turn into
A giant woman! A giant woman!
I would recommend turning into a giant bird, as a woman will still fall.
So, okay, well, I
Okay.
thought about that too. So,
I got
this
it.
is metagaming.
The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating
Yeah.
is equal to or less than the target's.
Oh.
Or the target's level.
Oh.
I know what I want to do.
So if it doesn't have a challenge rating, the target's game statistics, including mental abilities scores, are replaced by the statistics chosen of the chosen beast. It retains its alignment and personality.
Wait, so what would the challenge rating be in this
Of
instance?
us.
7. So challenge rating 7 or lower.
Because that's our level?
Yes.
That's pretty big.
So I guess that's why I have it as a spell then, because I can't wild shape to that.
Right. You can polymorph to whatever a challenge rating 7 is.
Last we were together,
Yes.
our adventurers were for the first time meeting with the leaders of the underground of Crestraken. And as you met with the remaining leadership, they discussed the need for them to focus on installing a new king in Crestraken.
So what's everybody else working on?
Over the next 4 days. What's that?
So what's everybody else working on? If them is working on that, then...
Shot. That was a dumb joke.
Oh, Cameron?
What? I was reading. I'm sorry.
That was for you,
I was
buddy.
just thinking
That was
it.
all for you.
Oh, really? Was it?
Uh-huh.
Wait, was it actually? Can I get an audience participation in that question? Was it
Well,
actually?
then we can go home.
Was
He was making a them reference.
Oh.
It was at my expense, and at the expense of our momentum.
Damn.
Did it pay well?
Isn't it usually?
We weren't paying attention, so I...
Oh. Wait, can you repeat it?
I'm gonna focus
No.
on myself.
At this point, we probably should. Yeah, no, let's go ahead. We're gonna burn this one right into the ground.
Alright. Alright.
Much like your
It
airship.
takes two. I'm not reading this time. Oh, what? I'm
What were you
paying
saying, sorry,
attention.
Jason? Continue.
I was just talking about how your airship's gonna turn into ash.
Our airship is a
Were you,
metaphor for this joke.
Did you want to redo that, or
No, we're trucking. We're trucking on. We're trucking.
Alright. I'm reading.
We're sandbagging Cam, and we're continuing.
I thought we were sandbagging you.
Let's continue.
Well, make me pull out the conch.
And after the after you heard about the 4 days that they were going to need, you decided you did not have time to stick around and help with that, or to send anybody else on this mission. It was decided that you yourselves wanted to go and save your friend Casey. You're following a lead that you found in a letter. The letter said that Xantia is the current city and current target of the giant beholder that you'd faced once already. And since that's the city they're currently trying to invade and take over, you figure that must be where they are and hopefully where Casey is. And so for this reason, you hopped in ye old airship, the Zeppelin, and headed north. First to skate over the top of a mountain range, and then to complete the remainder of your 2-day airship voyage to get to the city you're headed towards. You'd been on the road, in the air, so to speak, in the air road. You'd been on the air road for quite some time, maybe about 4 hours, when there'd been some conversations. You'd had some role-playing opportunities, would revealed some things. Questions were asked and answered.
Janet
then-
100% watered her plant that's on the airship.
Janet Tammy's plants are all watered and healthy. As a druid, even if they weren't, they're healthy now. Everything's back,
Just because she forgot about them for a couple of days doesn't mean anything.
right?
I ate one of the plants, which wasn't looking.
I actually have a
It's
question.
like a fucking bush.
Where's the DM
I said what I
screen?
said.
I've placed it over here.
Oh.
So I
Is
can
that
roll.
why you put that on Twitter?
No, I was
Because you were
really.
testing something out?
No, I just wanted somebody to like talk to us, so I put a question out there. But then that one person's answer
I like
made me
it.
think like, maybe I could. Because really, when the map's right here, I hate having to like up and over
Yeah.
the screen. And
Absolutely.
And this is tall. There's no way Grant can see what I'm rolling over here.
Wow. Okay, that's
I
fair.
knew you were going to reference that.
It's just funny. It's only because it upsets you that I think it's so
I
hilarious.
absolutely can look over it, so you're wrong.
You are welcome to look as long as you don't tell people what the truth is on the screen.
Anyways, plummeting.
Plummeting? No, not yet. Not yet. At this point, you guys were RPing and enjoying one another. You'd made it to the point where I think there was a conversation between it was Jaina, Tammy, and Zeph, one which a fireball was almost a welcome interruption. And
my
that is, in
God.
fact, what interrupted your conversation. A fireball, which at first wasn't seen by everybody, just heard, but then seen. And what appeared to be what some considered a standard fireball through the air maneuver, this time turned out to be something a bit more detrimental as the fireball impacted with the side of your airship, seemingly ripping the air sac, dumping all the air, the warm air that kept you aloft, and causing you to begin a downward plummet that was sickening. Sickening. You were at about 500 feet, and 300 feet whizzed by. The first 100 or so was a more gentle descent, but after the air, the last of the air escapes the air sac, the plummet begins to really pick up intensity. Keep in mind that there are a lot of things that cause some wind resistance. You're not at maximum velocity, but it seems like it to you.
Like we're going pretty fast, but not that fast.
Yep. You get to the 200-foot mark, and I believe last we left.
Stop. What?
No, I remember Kipper and
Erdon.
Erdon. Erdon and Kipper were in the process of moving towards an exterior door. I believe they were. We weren't in any kind of an initiative, but they were taking the initiative to rush for the side door. And is your process going to be to get to the catwalk and leap off the side so that you're free of the vessel?
Kinda. Yeah.
Walk us through it. What's it going to look like?
So I would like to go out with my friend, with Buddy. Yeah, I would like to walk out, and then if it's currently falling or tilting, I would just like to, just catch the air that it's...
Is it
Yeah.
like one of those things where you're gonna get like, when you see a paper airbag, like, whoosh,
Yes.
are you gonna fly
Like that.
backwards?
Yes, that's the idea. But I want to grab Buddy with my two arms,
The small ones?
the small
Because
ones.
the big ones are attached to
The
the...
big ones are the ones with the
Yeah.
wings, and they go down and towards like my back, and then my two smaller arms are not attached to the wings, but they're close to them, but they're not a part of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So you are successful with that maneuver. You have very little trouble getting outside. Let's just make sure it's not the lower 10% with an athletics roll. It doesn't take much to fall off of a ship. I guess you're trying to avoid entanglements. Athletics.
Athletics?
Yeah, it's just not a 1 or a 2.
A-A-I-R.
Oh, I got a 21.
Yeah. You fell gracefully. You probably even skipped a couple of steps that you might have had to normally execute to be able to catch the wind the way that you do. And before long, you're watching the airship plummet. You're able to see from your vantage point as you're pulling back and separating from the wreckage, future wreckage, that the
Stop!
that there's a bright flame on the side of it and smoke pouring, a black smoke pouring out from behind. Keep in mind it's night. The black smoke is evident because it contrasts. So the night sky is indigo, which is not the color of dark black smoke. You're able to see both even in the night. Also, it's blocking out the stars, so that's another way to see how much smoke is coming off of this. The rest of you, and let's just say that we're falling at about 20 feet per second, and it doesn't take too many seconds to get down to about 100 feet.
Oh, no. That's not how this is gonna happen, please. As soon as we get to, I'm checking on my watch, which shows me current elevation.
You're checking the altimeter.
Yes, the altimeter.
Of course.
You've not. I don't think you've named that until just now.
I didn't name it.
I'm
Like
pretty
in
sure
real
that's
life?
just the name.
I thought it was gonna be like a fantasy version though.
Well, I mean, that's what the airship pilots of your yesteryear called it.
Of the olden days.
The olden
The back in the old steampunk days.
Back when we had steampunk robots to do things with.
Actual airplanes have an altimeter in them. I have an altimeter.
So as soon as I get to 550
So flex.
feet from the ground,
I mean,
550?
You know.
yes, 550 feet from the ground, I am gonna start casting.
200. You're the best you can do is 200 because that's where we cut off.
That we would. Oh,
You were flying at 5. You've dropped 3, and we've ended the last episode at 200.
but I mean, I feel like if we'd like to retcon that, I as a spellcaster.
I don't think. What do you even mean by that?
I mean, narratively, I wasn't given a choice because we started falling. But as soon as I started falling, it would have been like, okay, time to leave.
I think narratively he didn't give you a choice.
But I feel like that's a normal person reaction.
Maybe
At
you tried to
200
save it. Maybe
at-
you tried to save it.
At 200 feet, you're the one you were standing right next to me, right? You're the one standing right next to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna dimension door to the ground,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna pull Jenny Tammy to the door with me.
What's your distance on that?
500 feet.
And it's an area that you can see.
No,
Nope.
it's in a direction I choose.
Yep.
However far.
Are
in
you
that direction.
popped out of unsafe places into safe places? Is that correct?
Yeah, but you also
Anywhere-
take damage if you do.
If I fall into the ground, if you move into like a place where an object is, there's a chance you just like fucking die.
I mean, I totally, because we used it last time and I read it several times. I mostly want to understand what you're doing and what you're. Is there anything you're.
Because D&D teleportation doesn't account for physics, momentum is canceled out. So I was just trying to step gently onto the ground.
That's not a problem. I'm more concerned about large boulders and rocks and uneven ground and what exactly the process is for making sure you don't end up in it.
It's not because I'm not looking, so I'm just guessing. And if I fall into an object, I take a certain amount of force damage per amount of feet that I'm pushed out of the object. And if I take too much, I just die.
Isn't it like 2d10? Or 1d10? It's something like that,
Something like that.
right?
Something like that.
This is I have no idea.
I guess I was asking to find out if there's anything you would do to alleviate that, or if it's just going,
Here's my stealth.
just gonna go for it.
I mean,
Stealth away from
if I'm only 200 feet from the ground, in the 200 feet I've had a chance to walk to the...
I would say that in the 300 feet that you've fallen, you've had, as the pilot now looking down, had a lot of time. I could even, without making you roll a perception roll, say that as you are all falling, you see a small village or settlement of some sort, and you're bracing for impact. It's dark, but you see the twinkling of lights from that small village.
Are we
down
going to
there.
hit it?
You seem to be aiming towards it.
Can I aim away from it as we're falling?
Not if you're going to dimension door out, right? I think you're going to...
Yeah, but if I would have seen a village as you are now describing, then I would have acted. I mean, I feel like I'm being given presented information as we're... Okay.
Well, that's cool, and I want to make sure you have all of it. Somebody shot fireballs at you, so there was going to be something down there. You're going to see campfires, some sort of
So it's-
lights or something.
Okay.
You don't have time to know
Maybe
if
you
it's
wanna
a quaint fishing village or a
Army
encampment or who the hell knows what. But there are lights, and it looks at first blush like a village that you are descending towards.
That's exciting.
And you were going to use that time more so you could dimension door properly than anything else. But if that changes the course of action,
Okay. So I can see the lights ahead of us, beneath us.
yes, twinkling
I
little
would
lights.
like to make the door near one of the lights,
Uh-huh.
and I would like to pull Jan and Tammy through the door with me.
Okay, so you're using the light as a
Reference point.
okay. So you step through the essentially the portal,
Essentially the portal.
And it pops closed behind you, and you guys step into a very warm air. You guys have been at an elevation that makes it so you can't appreciate the humidity of a early spring kind of an evening, but you can feel it for that brief moment that you step into it and realize that your feet aren't finding any kind of purchase, and you drop about 5 feet, not enough to cause any damage, no die to roll, but you do end up prone on the ground, and Jen and Tammy, you get a little bit muddy. You kind of land in what seems like not a big, like, pigsty, but a mud puddle, maybe a rut where wheels hit in a road or something. Zeph, you end up in a tuft of grass, green, fresh grass, rye looking, dark green and fluffy. And the two of you are looking up at a torchlight that's hanging off of a pole. And at the same time, you're noticing all around you that there's a lot of movement and people and a lot of shouting and some pointing. And nobody seems to notice that you appeared out of nowhere and landed on the ground. But there are, let's say, 3 people that you see within close enough distance to you that they should have seen you.
I'm sure we're going to forget the scene, but can I do a bit first?
Yeah.
Ready to start a new life, kid? I guess that's the end of the bit. Because, nobody saw us appear, so we're not going to be associated with those guys. And we're going to be totally fine. Just normal townspeople.
Just all of our closest friends are gonna die.
And we're all
fine.
dead.
Oh, good bit.
I did my best.
I don't have
I
any.
saved one.
I don't have a magical parachute or nothing.
You've got agility.
I'm gonna use my sneak ability. I'm gonna use my high sneak stat, and I'm gonna sneak away from falling. Sneak away from gravity.
I'm gonna sneak away from this storyline.
We have Janet Tammy Woodspin and Zephaniah on the ground deciding exactly how to fit in with the townspeople and start their new life. We have Erdon and Kipper the head,
And
Buddy, who's grasped tightly in a pair of very strong middle arms, are pretty much descending at a slow parachute kind of a rate, slow enough to watch the airship not go slowly.
I would like to glide over to the city.
I was playing cards.
Yeah, the airship is plummeting towards the city,
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
and you are gliding along with it.
Yes.
And on the airship, that leaves us with Monolith and Angel. And as far as they know, they're on the ship with everybody else.
I was playing cards with the two-headed guy.
Wasn't that over? I thought he'd already taken your money.
What are your
Yes,
names
but we
Erdon.
were starting like a new
Erdon?
game.
Erdon.
Erdan.
So I would have seen
then,
them jump out
Kipper.
or something.
Fair enough.
At least followed them to the deck to be like, oh,
Is that what you do?
yeah. I'm pretty much on the deck, just watching everybody escape and being
I
like,
hit the ground.
So you were playing cards here, and then you followed them to this exit point?
no, we were playing cards there.
Where were
Okay.
you playing cards?
I have no idea.
This is gonna be this is gonna be Monolith.
Was that?
Oh, this bit was ruined by other sounds.
Was it an oof?
Yeah, it was.
Was it the Roblox oof?
Yeah, right, round two, bit round 2.
All right, take 2.
Here we go.
And
All right, that's bit round.
That's me. When I hit the ground. Oof.
Oh, I was waiting for the arms of an angel.
No.
Okay.
So
We don't want to get copyright
So let's
strike.
No, yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna cough a lot, so I didn't pick it up.
All right.
we were playing cards in one of the rooms, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then I imagine
You run into the hall and out
Yeah.
and around, and so here
I'm like in the middle because I just saw them like go out and jump off, and I'm like, I can't do that. So I'm just at the front area.
And how about you, Angel?
Angel would have been chilling. I don't think he went to bed, so I think he would have been in like the area with everyone, right? So he saw that happen. Yeah.
Okay.
So Angel wants to cast Featherfall on Monolith,
okay, that works.
and then jump out the door and cast Polymorph on himself.
That's so hot. It's like you know how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
And
Honestly,
I want to be a big dragon. Can I be a big dragon, Jason?
What's a CR on a dragon?
I mean, less than 7. You could be a baby dragon.
I think they're 9s or 11s.
Baby dragons can't
You're gonna
fly,
rip
though.
this from Kayla?
No, I'm gonna find a good solution for this.
Don't take this away from
I'm looking
me.
for one now. I'm
A
looking
big
for one.
I am
bird.
as
Oh,
well.
actually,
get
no.
it.
You could be a giant ape.
You go up.
Young black dragon or a young copper dragon.
Never.
Young black dragon. Young.
Battle!
You can either be a
go to
young
CR.
black dragon, which are traditionally chaotic evil, or a young copper dragon, who
So
are chaotic
wait,
good.
all right. I'm confused about polymorph. What is the limitation on
link.
polymorph then?
Your level,
7.
your current level as challenge rating.
Okay,
Which is
that makes sense.
this
So
little
I'm gonna say a
species
dragon's
now.
probably more than 7, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's close.
No,
There's
no.
some
Young.
really big boys. There's some
two
big
young
things
ones.
you
Young
could be.
black dragon and young copper dragon are both challenge
But
rating
how
of 7.
big is that?
Yes.
Is that like?
Is it giant or is it?
Is it like enough to hold up an airship?
No, definitely not. I don't think so.
You'd have to be
Oh.
something very particular to hold up an airship, you know?
Yeah, I think you just have to come to terms with the fact that the airship's dead.
I do like your idea though. You could still try. Like you could roll a night 20 while you're trying to grab it.
I do have inspiration from last week.
Dragons have hands.
Dragons do have hands.
Dragons have hands. I think about the fact that young black dragons can breathe air and water. That's a
Oh.
fun fact.
What about copper? What do they breathe?
Pain.
Book break.
Lightning.
They breathe lightning?
Wait,
Yeah,
so
copper breathes
what is
lightning.
what is the plan?
Actually, it's
My plan
acid.
was to turn into a cool dragon and
Right here.
then hold on to the thing and then let it and put it down gently so we can maybe fix the airship and have the
That
airship.
one.
Why don't you try and do it?
That's your stack black.
Because I only got one.
You have 127 hit points though. So you could probably
CR of
maybe
30.
survive the
No,
fall.
so no, with
only
polymorph
CR
the hit points are 0.
Oh.
So
Oh right.
If I
'cause
get
it
it-
Otherwise,
takes
that'd be the
damage.
best spell ever.
Yeah, that makes
otherwise, yeah, I'd be unstoppable.
No, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hit points
so
of 676.
can I? All right, I want
turn
to try it.
I turn
I'll-
into Trask.
I want to turn into
And
a
I
young
win the
black
game.
dragon. The young black dragon. in the
Are
book.
you? Where would you like to make this transformation?
I'm jumping out the door, jumping off the ship, and like.
Did you tell Monolith that he was featherfall? Did you just like tap him and jump?
No,
Good luck,
that's
buddy.
more insurance in case my plan doesn't go how I want it to.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
God!
Almost
Someone
immediately.
looks
though?
out for Monolith.
Well, I was
So
gonna ask
sorry.
if I could retcon
It would have been me,
something,
but I got dragged through a door.
Almost immediately, Monolith hits his head on the roof of the descending
That's so funny.
descending airship. His feather fall makes it so that he's trying to float, but the ship itself is trying not to.
So I stop moving and the airship like
And Monolith is not
Wait,
unconscious
maybe as I'm
immediately.
running, could I be like, Monolith jump, and then I, like, distress me, and then do it, so like, can I go back?
You can
This
cast
is more
Featherfall
fun.
on up to
This is-
5
this is-
creatures as
Okay.
well.
it's too late.
You
What's
can
done
cast
is
it
done.
yourself,
Monolith
too, if
is
you want.
unconscious,
Instead
stuck
of
to the scene.
wasting your 4th level spell now.
No, she got a plan.
No, I
She
want
got
to
a
save this
plan.
airship.
Plus, I like
I
how
want to try real hard.
I like how
shut
Angel runs by, casts a spell, and then runs to the door and dives off the side. That's what's in my mind,
It
and I'm not
turns into
taking
a
that
hot
away.
dragon? James
hot
like doesn't
dragon?
even like boys, but that's pretty hot. It's a dragon, they're all hot.
Balazar.
So Monolith suddenly, like a helium balloon in a house, is up against the ceiling, and Angel leaps from the side of the airship,
So good.
and I believe Polymorph does it in a flash. We don't see the I love that Animorph change. You angel to dragon Animorph change.
And the middle spaces are horrifying.
Yeah, they're the kind of things that make nightmares. But when it's all said and done, which kind of dragon? Black?
Black.
In the night sky, a shiny black dragon, which almost shouldn't be visible, but with all the fire and the flame and the twinkling lights below, a lot reflects off your glistening black scales. And at this point, you, with your wings, are beating and matching the descending airship. And I believe what you're saying is you want to try to use your young dragon strength and your young dragon claws to grab the airship.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I guess I shouldn't have closed the book. I need those.
The
Can you
strength,
find it again for
baby.
me, but like really quickly?
Yeah,
The strength of a young black dragon is 19, a plus
Okay.
4.
Oh.
I'm stronger than you.
This will be
What
the
a
last thing that can
tool.
happen before we reach a point where you don't have time to do anything else.
Okay. So I'm rolling for strength. Right?
Yes, it's
Can I?
two different rolls I'm going to have you make because what you're trying to do is a complicated maneuver.
Okay.
And the first one is definitely strength.
Can I use my inspiration?
Oh, of course. Anytime you want.
God.
I got a dirty 20
Ooh, that's
on the
hot.
strength.
Good.
Plus 4. Or that is the plus 4. Oh, right.
That is plus the 4.
You're right.
That's where the dirty comes in.
Yeah. That's why it's a filthy 20.
She's filthy.
Disgusting. Jinx.
Oh.
Oh. You just owe me a Coke, bro.
Oh, you're one
But
of
like,
those.
high
Alright.
grade.
That
Like
was your
Columbia.
strength.
Yes.
We're going to do.
I'm being assaulted.
We're gonna do stealth, the kind of dex. No, I didn't mean stealth. I meant it's right there. Acrobatics. Point acrobatics.
Which one's acrobatics?
You don't have that as a skill because you're a dragon.
So is it just
But
a
it's your
straight
dex-
Dexterity.
Okay.
There you go.
You're trying to maneuver the ship.
That's a
across.
20.
The natural 20.
That is a 20.
Shut up. Shut up.
Angel saves the airship.
Maybe.
With your claws wrapped around the steel
Yeah.
bars that are usually holding the air sac in, you're able to slow the descent to the point where Monolith bobs off of the ceiling and
I go to
hovers
the exit.
right in the middle.
Whoosh.
As you're descending and holding it with all of your strength, the airship slows and slows and slows, and for a minute it feels like you're holding it up by yourself, which is really impressive. And you begin to release a little bit, to use a little bit less pressure, and the airship doesn't seem to be sinking at the speed it was before. It seems, in fact, to be coming to rest about 50 feet off the ground. It's hard for you to see this, and as a dragon, your passive perception is like an 18.
16.
That's still easily more than enough. With your eyes, you're probably the only one in the group that's able to notice that there is this giant, almost 100-yard by 100-yard square net that's made of black interwoven rope. And it seems to be set up in a way that's meant to catch falling airships, for instance.
Pirate town?
And it is sitting right now on this. What it also almost looks like the kind of net you'd put under some at a circus under the high wire people. And you are holding on to it. You brought it to a rest on the net, and you are in control of it. So you've got the ability to.
Everybody gets back
Is there
on the
anything you'd
airship
like
and we
to do?
fly away.
I want to rest the airship really gently on a ground. Not like in the village, obviously, but just like.
So you want to pick it up off the net and then move it somewhere else?
There's essentially a large sheet that's as big as a football field that caught your airship now.
Well,
If you
what's
want to do
holding
that,
the sheet? Is it a bigger ship that wants to
Eat us.
take us? our
Or is it
stuff?
like people holding it?
make a perception roll.
Oh, it's a giant thing. I
I
assume it's
also-
like a building.
Well, there goes all my good rolls for the day, I guess.
Well, what's your perception?
Dragon perception is 11.
Oh, dragon.
11?
That's right.
It's a 16 dragon perception, so it's plus 3.
That's an 8. That's,
No, it's plus 6 perception. Oh, you have a plus 6
just
perception.
kidding. It's an
now.
11.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It was
Slightly
like
better.
high.
Yeah, you can start working on that.
Okay.
From where you are, you can look and see what appear to be incredibly tall pillars. They might be wooden, they might be stone. It's hard to tell. But at all four corners of this net, you can see them clearly because there's a torch at the top. So there's like a tower pole with a light on it, and that's where each of the four corners are holding this net. what seems to be a net.
Are we able to see this from where we're standing? From where we were dimension doored?
Y'all probably. What's your passive? You're not looking for a net out of nowhere.
We're just looking up at the airship. So if it suddenly slowed, we see the dragon?
Yeah.
So I assume we think the dragon did.
Probably you think a dragon's attacking your airship.
There's a dragon! We can't fight a dragon! I've done it!
Well, that's why they're dead.
Angel, the choice would be to try to lift it up and move it. Like you'd have to fly 100 meters or so and then down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because I don't trust I feel like they're gonna take our ship.
I don't trust like that.
I don't trust like that.
I don't trust.
So...
The gang
do
kills
I
an
gotta roll
entire
for
village.
that, or can I...
No, you've already rolled for strength, and you've already come to a resting place, and I'm not gonna. You rolled so well, I can't make you roll again. Erdon, are you hovering, or are you at this point? You're gliding and you're descending, and if you, what's your passive perception? You have 14.
15.
I'll leave it up to you, but as you're descending, you're either going to see the airship come to a slow and recognize what happened and go to it, or go away from the net that you can see.
I feel like I would like to follow it.
The airship?
Yeah.
No more water. Sorry. Sorry, you can drink some other time. That's just ridiculous. Everybody's bad.
No water for you.
No water for dogs.
You keep sounding like that. Air's next.
You gonna kill the dog?
No.
So then, as far as the gliding goes, you glide towards the airship and touch down right next to it. You and Buddy, all of you, I would say you're right next to the catwalk that you jumped off of, and you probably even put 1 or 2 or 3 of your hands on the railing there. You have decided that you would like to take off and move it.
Yes.
About the time you're doing that, about the time you land, underneath you, about 50 feet beneath you, that's about 5 stories.
Right.
About
That's a
50
lot.
feet beneath, it's the top of the Alpine Tower. As you look beneath you, you see what look like 10 people with torches that come running underneath. And then you see 2 of them carrying a long ladder. And they start to set the ladder up. And you see 2 people begin to climb up, and they're holding
Can we see this?
ropes
Can the two
around
of us
there.
see this?
Not where you are. You're not. You didn't go down. You went to a light that you saw.
Right.
You're over there looking up, and if anything, if you see anything, it's at the last minute where the top of the ladder comes into view, and you see somebody scamper up. You're, as you see this, taking off. You're lifting and flying. Your wings beat. The people down below get pushed to the ground
That's
because of
so
the strength of
funny.
them. And that's from a young dragon. Imagine what power you'll have as an adult. As you lift the airship up and begin to move it, you're headed to the closest edge of the net, which is also over a giant field with grasses that are a lot like the ones that we watched Zephaniah fall in. Rich, fluffy, almost cushioned grass with a fragrant smell to it. You can't tell that from where you are, but I know that that's where you're headed for. And you make it over the edge, and you set the whole contraption down right there in the grasses. You've moved about 100 feet away, maybe 200 feet away from where you were, and you see the people and the torches begin to move towards you. You did one of 2 things. Which thing did you do? Did you hold on to the railing as the airship was picked up and taken away by the dragon, or did you stay on the trampoline of a net?
I probably would have grabbed on.
Held on?
Yeah.
And I imagine that you've got the kind of hands, I've seen your strength, You got the kind of hands that have no problem holding on as you're carried and lifted and set back down. The extra weight of that artificer didn't bother you, young dragon. You had no problem at all. The whole airship now is, and coincidentally, you guys landed about 70 feet away from Janatami and Zephaniah. It's a really weird thing to watch your burning, smoldering now airship get carried by a dragon. First to land and seem to float in a stationary position, and then to be lifted up and carried and almost brought to you, it seems, and set down next to you. You watch the airship as it's set down. Please try to get a grasp of the size now. The base where you guys live is the size of a good-sized house. The air bag on top of it extends.
And is it destroyed, the airbag?
It's hard to tell. You haven't examined it up close yet. The young dragon carried the whole thing and set it down off to the side. It's a huge contraption sitting out in this big grassy field 70 feet away from you. And with all of you inside, Monolith has a little bit of a bloody forehead right here where his head hit the ceiling. And then he floated and bounced and bobbed all the way out of the door. But then when you saw probably Kipper, you saw Kipper grab on with a hand really quick because he was the one looking at his hand. And when you realized what was about to happen, you braced yourself and the whole contraption got picked up and carried away. You hadn't completely made it out the door yet?
No, probably not. I was probably right there, and then it moved, and the door moved away from me, and I was like,
You weigh hardly anything. It was no effort at all for you to cling to the ship and follow it. So now the three of you are separated from the two of you by about 70 feet. And I'd say that all of you can see the crowd of individuals with torches and a big long ladder that they don't seem to be carrying anymore running toward you.
As soon as the airship,
Starts to come closer to us.
like as soon as I see it moving it in the direction of towards the field, Jantam's gonna be like, and she's gonna start booking it towards the airship as fast as she can.
I'm gonna speed walk towards it. Yeah, I'm not gonna like run. I like speed walk.
You're not going to dimension door there?
No, I've only got 2 spell slots. That was one of 2. You know, I got one of those left.
Oh,
For if the mob catches up and kills the.
Right, yeah.
And then what?
And then what? If the mob catches up and kills everyone,
Yeah.
I'm teleporting another 500 feet away, and then I'm running.
By yourself? Damn.
whoever's close by might get in.
Maybe.
Maybe. Like, please, F, take us. And, like,
Bye,
along.
bitch.
No, I'm just kidding. Come on, guys.
I
I'm gonna
run.
die fighting. What?
I run towards the ship.
I'm also running. That was a bit. I'm running with Janet Tammy. The two of us are sprinting towards the airship as soon as we see the dragon pick it up.
Okay.
We're like, oh shit! And then we're trying to keep up. We're sorry, wait. Oh shit! Yeah.
Then I'm going to say with your running and the speed that you have, you're there. You've made it to the airship. You're looking up at a terrifying black dragon, and you're looking at your good friends that are clinging to the outside of the vessel.
That's my airship, asshole! Let go!
Can I try
shot
and
at
pull
the
myself
dragon.
up?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw Angel turn into the black dragon, right?
You saw Angel jump out of a window.
I did see that, but like, am I?
Can
Roll for
Marvel
intelligence.
do that?
Wait, what?
Roll for
Roll for intelligence? Good. I was about to ask that. Can't wait.
Please.
14.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
I can deduce that like when Angel jumped out and then it started moving like.
Yeah, you rolled like a smart person. I'm not going to take that away from you.
And am I on the outside or still inside?
Catwalk holding on pretty
Okay.
tight.
So I'm gonna shout to these guys. Do I see them? Can I see them?
Roll for perception.
You see me.
That's true, but
I guess he doesn't care about me at all.
He doesn't.
well, they're shouting.
Guess not.
Isn't built
Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
What are you shouting? Are you
I'm
shouting while you run?
I shouted at the
Yeah,
dragon.
you yelled at the dragon.
That changes the DC. Okay, what's your number?
11.
Yep.
Okay.
You didn't see him, but you heard.
I'm just gonna say, the dragon's Angel. I think. I'm pretty sure the dragon's Angel.
Wait, Angel's a dragon? That's great.
I'm almost positive.
Are we not gonna? There's a mob.
There's a what? Did I see them all?
Now you do.
Oh my goodness, there's a mob. How do I?
Real
I'm
Can you drop the rope ladder so we can get on the ship and get away, please?
I'm floating. I can't do anything. I'm just.
That's not how featherfall works. I don't know if you know how magic works.
I have no idea.
You've got your feet on the
close
ground again.
is the
gotcha.
mob to us physically right now?
I thought I was still floating.
Many.
No, if you fall into
They're
either a
now
minute
about
or you hit the
70
ground.
feet
Comes
away.
first.
So I'm
Okay.
regular.
It's not going to take them long to get there.
Jantam is gonna be like, do we have time to even get away?
I can't react
Can-
to them yawning.
Can the dragon make a noise that's like?
You're a dragon. You're a motherfucking dragon. Do whatever you want.
Wait, can't dragons
What
talk?
if,
Like
because she's a young
Yes, they
dragon,
can,
what if it sounds like
actually.
a little bit pathetic?
Dragons
It's like,
can talk.
Yeah.
dragons can't speak.
Yeah, they can.
And they're kind of sexy.
They are.
So you have to be sexy and
Yeah.
talk.
Well, the thing with polymorph is I can't.
Stay away from my
Oh, okay.
ear shit.
So
That makes sense.
Okay, so never mind. Scratch that.
Oh my.
Scratch that, scratch
Yep.
that shit. Maybe
Yep.
make a noise. Go like, rawr,
that's why. Yeah.
Wait,
rawr,
what's
XE.
Hey,
Stop.
guys, there's a mob. We don't have time for this.
It's always time for roar, Janet Tammy.
Can we go? Do we have time to leave?
I'm waiting for Mona to drop the goddamn ladder.
Hey, I'm working on it. I just got done with the whole feather falling thing.
Okay. How far away are they now?
Isn't it on the
Estimate
ground?
distance of the.
Isn't the ship on the ground? I don't think you need.
When I
to-
Yeah,
first-
but we
Yeah.
can't get up to it.
When
It's
I-
like a ship.
when I-
It's like a boat. You can't just climb
Is
up
it?
to a boat.
In my head, I've always pictured
Yes.
that it's like a flat bottom and it just lands directly on the ground.
Exactly
You
like
can step
that.
on and off.
No, it's like a boat, right? Like it's not like a flat bottom.
It's a flat bottom.
Oh,
It's like a blimp.
I thought
It's like
it
a
was-
blimp. It's like a blimp.
Yeah, because
It's like a
it-
blimp.
because it lands flat on the ground.
I always pictured
Okay.
like a boat exterior.
I did too.
How would it land? It would never land.
It would never. We always
It's an
park in the
airship.
air.
Well,
we
no,
never
it is
land
an
on the ground.
Ship, not a ground ship. Hello?
Well, if it did have the boat thing, it would have worked dipping into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I thought,
yeah.
because I thought it was a boat.
The picture that I drew and shared showed a rectangle cube on the bottom.
I always pictured a blimp.
That's the only reason I put it in the water. 'Cause I always pictured it like
So
as a
good.
boat. That's
I like the idea of like in character we look at the ship and we see completely separate things. Like that has a flat bottom.
Okay, well,
No, that
if
definitely is
if
a
it's a
boat,
square,
like,
okay,
huh?
we're just walking onto it.
Yeah.
The balloon. Does it look like it's
You would still
inflating?
need a ladder.
How
to
bad
get
is it?
in.
Can I look at the balloon at all? How deflated is it?
I'm
I'm
gonna.
going to say you don't have time to investigate. And if you do, you'll be investigating right as the people come up. I just need to clarify a thing, though. You've got, when you polymorphed into that dragon, you don't have one hit point. You have all the hit points of that dragon.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
You totally have the.
I'm reading it.
What?
The target assumes the hit points of its new form.
Yeah, you totally.
Right here it says.
Okay, but then I was right the first time, Tristan. Thank you for correcting
I'm
me.
the one who said that. That was, she
No,
said that.
yeah, because it says right here the spell has no effect on.
The one hit point thing is the thing that you're going to cast it on has to be alive. It has to
Yeah.
have at least a hit point. You can't like polymorph a dead thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
I am.
So
Like a
you're
million.
just straight up a dragon.
So I'm
right
just
now.
like a dragon.
Play back the tapes.
Is
Tristan
this-
definitely said that.
Is this
I
OP?
didn't.
No, I
She
don't
said
think
that.
Tristan
OP.
said it.
I think there's like things.
Yeah,
Tristan
no.
just backed
No,
me up.
Because
I
I
backed
said,
up.
I'm
I
pretty
was
sure
like-
it's
I
the
always-
full health, and then you were
Because
like,
it
no.
sounds like it
It's
should be a
As
thing.
soon
I'm
as we
very
step
powerful
on
right
to
now.
the
Or
boat,
else it would be the most
like
powerful
Jantam is
spell
gonna be like,
ever. And you
So
were like,
this is
yeah.
straight up the most powerful.
Dragon, let's
That's
go.
what I was thinking.
And I hope that the dragon takes us off as soon as we stand
Wait,
onto the
wait,
fucking
wait, wait.
ship.
The target
Is everyone in the ship?
We're getting there.
Just
Okay.
about.
Tristan's.
I will say it was
Potentially.
rather miraculous that you were able to move an entire airship, even though you're an amazing young dragon. And the roll that you made was to get you to where you are now.
Yeah, I know.
Will it require a second roll to?
I'm just gonna
It
test
will.
my luck. I'll see. I still have the inspiration, so you know.
Ooh, use it. Rock nail.
Is Angel within 30 feet of me?
Angel's on top of the airship.
We're so
no?
funny.
What are we doing?
Are you here?
duo stand?
I would be. I, would, and I got on the
Let's kick
ship,
everybody else
remember?
off.
I can
It's
find
just
it.
us now.
Within roughly 20.
Okay.
Is 20 a max? What's the...
Max is 30. I can use my reaction for Flash of Genius.
Oh, well, there is one.
It adds a +5 to any
Yep. You get to give that away once a day.
Nope. It's like Bardic Inspiration. It's whatever your spellcasting modifier is. So 5 times. Because I have a plus 5.
There's
to
bad news.
No, you don't have to share it.
Okay, I will.
As long as they're within 30 feet, I can add
No, but what
plus
is-
5 to an ability check or
You
saving
want
throw.
to know?
As a
Might
reaction.
It doesn't undo everything I just did, does it?
You say you didn't want to know, so I'm not going to say anything.
Hold on.
I'm
As
just
long as
saying
they're
there may
within
be something that says the new form can be any beast.
Oh, not a CR rating?
And that's any beast with the challenge rating. And beast is a tag for enemies, meaning you can only be a beast enemy.
Is Dragon not a beast?
Dragon are.
Huge
Ooh.
giants are dragons. They're their own category.
Yeah. They're not beasts.
Oh.
You could be a giant ape.
I'm a dragon.
You told me you didn't want to know.
I'm a fucking dragon.
Anyway,
I'm
so
a
good job.
fucking
You're a
dragon.
dragon. That's
It don't
Yeah, we
matter.
did forget
So
that small
cool.
little detail that it has to be a beast, huh?
It's fine. We're
it's
here.
fine. You're a dragon, and
We're here
We're
through
here.
magical
Through magical means. It's because you were just so inspired in that moment to become
Any
a dragon.
beast.
You know.
Oof.
Thank you, Angel. Can we all just give a round of applause for Angel Williams?
Saving us.
And how he saved the airship by
And how
turning
he
into
saved the airship by turning
black
into
dragon.
a black dragon.
A
that one
beastly
time.
black
A beastly-
dragon.
It's like a black dragon but furry.
But
Okay.
instead of scaly.
Beast is like a subjective word, you know.
Right,
Yeah,
Anything could
exactly.
really be
We
a
don't need to put
beast.
labels on
animals.
Dragon
animals.
beast.
That scaly beast.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Jason?
Anyway, Jason.
I'm so scared.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's all you, Jason. Jason.
back to you.
That's you.
A pteranodon is a beast, and it's a flying dinosaur, which is essentially a dragon.
Okay.
And I know that as a creative artist like yourself,
Yes.
you would probably form
Yeah.
into a
Yeah.
beast like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then you would make it look like it was a dragon.
Have you not heard of Angel's newest upcoming play, Jurassic
Pteranodon.
Pteranodon? That one?
Jurassic
Jurassic era.
City.
Pteranodon.
I wasn't
town.
aware of that, but I'm excited to see it when it comes out.
It's like that old cartoon dinosaur movie. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe
Dinosaurs?
Angel just had a really intense
3D?
dinosaur
Oh my
phase
God.
as a kid.
Honestly,
Like
yeah.
Ducky and stuff.
Yeah.
The Land Before
Land
Time.
Before time.
Land Before Time. Thank you.
Anyway, so what's going on
So
right now,
that
Jason?
one.
Then you miraculously made it here based on what I said, whatever that was. So now we're going to give you a chance to use your
Newfound.
pteranodon wings.
Hey,
To,
just out of curiosity, how would you spell that? If you had to spell
Yeah.
it?
believe it or not, there's a P at the beginning and then a T.
What?
Pteranodon.
P-T-E-R-A-N.
P-T-E-R-A-N.
Well, you know they're listening because it's the second result here. So
There are very few
Oh.
words that start PT.
Like a pterodactyl, but like.
PT.
Yeah, but bigger.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
still only a quarter challenge rating somehow. So you've done a mammoth pteranodon.
Man, it's furry?
Yep, and it has tusks. So
That's amazing.
go ahead and roll your 2 rolls. The first is going to be strength, the second dex. And you can use that dragon, those dragon stats you've been using.
Oh, okay.
So +6.
That's a 13.
All right, just for the fun of it, we'll try that dex out and see how dexterous you are.
That's
Wow.
Scraping
plus 9.
Scraping.
It's a
your
separate
walk
roll.
around,
Like you roll it again and add.
But dexterously.
I do. Should I use him? How much inspiration? is
Oh, wait.
this?
I want a flash of genius stat.
Mhm.
I forgot about that. So it adds another +5. So it'd be +6, +5. So it'd be +11 to 7. So it'd
What
be
is
16.
happening?
That's your second to 5
What?
Huh?
flashes.
I haven't done it yet at all.
I thought you did it on. We talked about it on the last one. You
No.
said we
What did you
determined
say
how far
like
away
2
you were.
seconds ago when we first started talking about
I
this?
wouldn't like we first. Yeah.
You brought it up,
It's like Bardic Inspiration where I can use it up to my spellcasting modifier, which is 5.
but you didn't use it in that instance when you brought it up.
No, because there was no reason to. I was just asking
You're saying-
if Angel was in 30 feet so that if I needed to, I could
Uh-huh.
use it. But I did not use it at that instance.
Okay.
but I can use it now.
Is that like the kind of thing where like if you're supposed to do it before the roll though?
I mean, yes. But
I'm not here to rules lawyer anybody. But,
We love
You know,
the rule book out the window today, so why not break
wait.
another one?
Bardic Inspiration gets used after the roll, but before it's been determined whether or not the roll, like before I say whether it was successful or
Yeah.
not. So
Yeah.
if it's
Ah,
like
that's
that,
true.
then yes.
I have not yet said whether it was
Okay.
successful or not,
Okay.
and you could still decide to use it.
So
If it's the same, which I believe, on the 45 minutes of Artificer videos I watched, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yes.
All right.
So I have a 16 right now.
16 total.
Without Bardic Inspiration. I'm gonna say that's good enough. I'm gonna save it for the dex roll. If the dex roll goes bad.
I mean, I can also use Flash of Genius for that too.
Alright, then I'm gonna use Inspiration.
Because I have
How many
more
how
Flashes
many
of
what
Genius.
which D is this one? The
D8,
Inspiration.
I believe.
D8s are inspiration.
I didn't know if this was different because this
No.
was
Well, it might be
Jason awarding
different.
the
Yeah,
player.
Jason inspiration might be different from
Jason
Bardic.
Inspiration
Oh,
is a
wasn't it a-
D20.
You're
Oh,
right.
wasn't it-
You're right.
Not to say anything, wasn't it a D4?
Is it a D4?
Probably. I don't imagine it would be much because it was from uploading my character photo in D&D game.
Oh, that's fair.
All right, Jason.
So like,
I'm double checking. I know that class inspiration and whatnot comes from levels, but DM inspiration, I'm just making sure that
So what's exciting is that once you get to 9th level spells, you can have true polymorph, and then you can be a dragon.
Forever. If you want to.
If you were fucking scaly,
Yeah.
you'd be like, I'm a dragon forever. And you're
True
a fucking
polymorph
dragon.
is a spell where you can turn some. It's like polymorph, but like you can also choose not.
I'm
to
going to
turn
use
back
it
into
as
what
the
you were.
same level as your people. So what would your bardic inspiration now is a D8, right?
Yes.
Yep. So D8.
You can turn a guy into like a frog forever.
that's a dirty 20. Wow, we made that 7 a dirty 20, y'all.
That's
Oh, yeah.
a
With the
lot.
power of friendship.
So with
An inspiration.
your thing,
Flash Genius.
with the inspiration and with the modifier,
Let's
it's
hope the dexterity's
Dirty
20.
That's cool. How about your dex?
Nope.
That's upset.
Too bad. That was a 15. Okay,
It's an 11.
that's plus. Is this a saving throw?
Wish
No.
I could take hallucin-
It's a check.
It's just a check.
Does it have to be that? No, I know. Okay, so that's 13.
Wish I had hallucinatory charm.
Wait, it's not a saving throw?
No, it's a check.
Mass hysteria.
So that's a 13.
Plus ins. Oh wait,
Nope,
you used the
I
inspiration.
used my inspiration. And I feel like maybe I should have saved it. And you can't do another one of your genius thingies?
I mean, I can, but
Spare genius
I
thing!
don't know how that works. Like, I don't know if they're making a strength saving throw or a strength check and then a separate dex check in a sense of like a whole turn goes by. Because if not, then I can't use my reaction until my turn comes back. Does that make sense? So
Okay.
if
You guys
Jason
probably
allows
should've
it,
stacked it.
then yes. If not, then no.
Well,
I mean, at that rate, just,
But we're
just
not
say
in-
we all roll 20.
We're not in combat, right?
Right.
I mean, we're not in
I
initiative
should've
order.
saved
Yeah.
Is the better way to put that.
We
Yes.
might be in combat.
So
No issue.
Reactions and turns and things have a different value.
If I can, I will. If I cannot, I won't.
I'm not going to stop you.
I will.
So that becomes a 18.
Well, that's fortunate. I would like you to know. Do you remember what your strength roll was last time?
It would have been a 26
20.
total.
Yeah.
It was a. This will be the last time you get to pick it up at this,
Yeah.
so I don't mind telling you. If the DC was 20 for strength,
Yeah, I figured.
so you got it.
Oh,
Good job.
You just got it. You're able to lift off of the ground, and keep in mind, there's an angry torch-bearing mob running towards you, and as they see you start to beat your wings, the first 3 times without much success, but on the 4th beat, a little bit of air shows up between the ground and the airship, and after the next beat, a little bit more, and they become louder and more violent and clearly running towards you with the intent of getting the airship, which you're starting to suspect might be the whole reason fireballs were shot at you. The dexterity check that you made, you remember what you got the first time, right?
It was a
19.
dirty-
Or 20.
I think it was a dirty 20.
And this time it was an 18?
Yeah.
Yeah. 18
Are you serious?
was the number that was required for you to have the dexterity to be able to maneuver this
We're looking for lads.
and not drop it. So you were able to twice, with a lot of flashes of inspiration coming your way, insight, and what do we call it? Your brilliance, flash of brilliance,
Flash of genius.
genius, flash of genius.
Flash of brain.
You did it. You managed to get the airship up, off the ground, and moving in a direction. I'm not sure you're going to be able to keep this up for long, but I do know that currently you're headed away from the village beneath you
And that's what I want.
in the direction that you were previously headed.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast Enlarge Reduce on Angel, if I enlarge Angel as a polymorph adult dragon, still double in size, correct?
Probably, except right now everything is so delicately balanced on Angel's odd combination of a
right,
pterodactyl and a dragon.
Yeah,
I'd be afraid for you to turn something like that into double size.
that's fair.
Who knows what could happen?
Oh, I just thought it'd be cool.
It will be. When you
that's
do it,
all.
because it's going to happen in the future, it's
It
going to be awesome.
Definitely can happen in the future.
Can you please
Angel's
make
already-
me like 2 feet tall?
That was the plan. Genuinely,
2
you
feet
were
tall?
like
Just
one of
make
the
her
main
2 feet
reasons
tall?
why I got Enlarge Reduce.
Like
Maybe
this big?
4 feet tall? No, maybe we don't have to do this.
Hi, my name's Shantambi Oopa Loopa.
My name's Janet Timmy Woodspin.
I'm 33.
Fireball is launched towards you. You're able to see that these are not launched from a trebuchet. They're coming from catapults, which is why they're falling so short now. They just don't have the strength or
Inferior.
They're totally
Pathetic.
an inferior siege weapon.
I mean, think about it this way: one is stupid, and one relies upon masterful use of physics to propel objects precisely and distantly.
Right. So if these individuals had had their feces together, they would definitely
If they
be
had their one.
Doo doo.
poop poop. They would definitely be dropping mad fireballs on you. But as it stands, they're falling short, and you are able to move into the darkness with your airship. I'm gonna say that you can go about a mile, which is really kind of, I feel like, generous. But I also can feel that you've got a lot of adrenaline in your dragon pterodactyl body. And that adrenaline is what carries you that last quarter of a mile. When you thought you weren't going to be able to, you kept at it just a little bit longer and made it just over the side of a, what is this, looks like a hole in the ground. There's a small river that pokes out and then recedes back into the wall. Yeah, it looks like this is where you're putting down. You've got a flat, rocky ground that you get to place the whole airship down on, and you're not putting it in the water at all, but you are next to a stream. You're also down in a divot. It seems like the area around you and the area where you are has been chipped away or dug down to this level. You didn't intentionally land in a hole, but you're in, I think, more of a divot. You might call it a divot. And it's here that you come to a rest, and all the party members feel the weight of the airship settle down on the ground, and they themselves feel gravity directly tugging on the bottom of their feet. Welcome to Earth. Or, fantasy Earth.
But fantasy Earth, not like Earth.
It's my favorite Independence Day quote.
Oh, you mean Will Smith kicks the alien? Or does he
Welcome to Earth!
Oh, when he knocks it out, it comes out
Yeah,
of the
he
shit.
punches the alien.
Punches the alien out.
Yeah.
Because, that's what we do. Punch alien in their hard alien carapace.
My knuckles!
I don't know
Ah!
if you know this, but Will Smith's fighter pilot character has fists honed by punching steel. That's actually the secret backstory. That's why he could punch alien carapace with no pain.
He was trained by Pai Mei, I believe.
Huh?
So, what happens next, Jason? I would like to expect the balloon.
I want credit for the.
So can
we're not moving forward until somebody gives me some credit.
Can I expect
You
the
have
balloon?
credit. You have credit for that.
Is that possible?
Hey guys, what was that? We just got shot out of the air by. Hello, Angel's a dragon?
Yeah, there's a lot going
Angel
on.
rears her head back and goes.
Can Angel like go over the airship and do like cool little flip and then like
Do a flip!
do a barrel roll and lands on the ground as me. As Angel, not me, not Caleb. That'd be wild. Hey guys.
What's up?
what are you doing
Who's
here?
that? It's a relatively small human.
We're gonna have to bring height into this.
No, but it'd been a little bit funnier, I think.
Do you imagine me traveling next to Jan and Tammy?
No.
Terrifying.
So now I'm Angel.
Hi. Are we gonna do something? Do we?
Are we all on the ship?
I saved the ship. You're welcome.
That was pretty cool. I've never seen whatever the hell that thing was. That was kind of a. I mean, I'll be honest. It was kind of
Yeah, that was
disgusting.
Like a bow.
Thanks
But it
for
was
saving my
good.
airship. I feel like it's always in danger. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, I don't know if. I mean, you definitely rescued us,
You
but I
did a
think
good
the
thing,
airship is
yeah.
still destroyed. I think the airship is still non-functional.
Well, I mean, that's all I
we
can
are.
know until we, and I pull my pants up. Get up there.
I turned into an old-timey
I'm
mechanic.
gonna take a look. Give me, wish me luck or whatever.
Jan and Tammy, did they just change their voice when
Do you-
talking about fixing
do you
the
want help?
airship?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know about like
What was that
technology and
about?
stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a Zeph
I
thing.
really don't like that.
Have you looked at an airship before? I don't know how familiar.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
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 Oh fuck yeah, let's get cracking.
You're alright. Alright.
Just be careful climbing. You know, I don't want you to fall.
I'm good.
Well, I guess it's not really an issue for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have a higher
Yeah.
percentage
Yeah.
of grabbing things.
Well,
No, because, he's got like wings, kinda.
Oh, well, I was gonna say for climbing, like
He's got like hands.
a lot of hands,
Yeah.
much more things to.
I bet it makes it useful for you to work on stuff because like you can have like hands to hold it.
Eat.
And you got like extra hands.
Oh my goodness!
To, like,
yeah.
Eating would be so nice.
Are we gonna talk
Are you
about the
hungry?
fact that a town just like?
Oh, that is
I'm
important.
trying to block it
Yeah.
out of my memory and hopefully we can move on and not have to.
I feel like we can't really move on considering they literally blew our airship out and they might be,
They're
coming
probably-
towards us
they're
right
probably
now.
Well, if they're on their way, then we'll have to talk to them and tell them that we mean them no harm.
They mean us harm, Zeph.
Yeah, but you get angry at me when I say I want to do violent things to people who hurt us, so I'm trying to be reasonable.
No, see, my thing is that why do violent things at all when we could just leave?
I feel like I just said I'm trying to fix the airship so we can leave. Then you said we can't leave.
No,
And then
I'm saying, can we talk about this? Go check on the airship.
How can we talk about this and fix the?
Yeah, like what do you want me to do, kid? I need
We
you to.
can talk and walk. I don't understand.
You can't. And only two people can fit up here right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go fix the
All right,
airship.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, how about those of us not fixing it? We talk about it.
All right, we got this. It's us. All right, let's get up there. I go one hand here and one hand for the middle arm.
these two kind of like.
I think you were
diagonally.
collective.
And we grab our tools that we definitely super have.
Yeah,
and we
you
head
do.
up to inspect the balloon.
I hope we super have parachutes next time. I might not get feather fall.
I'll have a parachute.
Some of
right
us
here.
have.
Uh,
Wait, do fantasy parachutes exist? Yeah, right.
whoop.
What's a parachute?
Roll for intelligence.
Shit.
Can I join on that?
Sure.
Some of us are smarter.
Oh, I got a 7.
I also got a 7.
I got a
but
10.
Oh, you get bonuses, don't you?
I do. That's a 13.
I get negatives.
I get plus 5.
Heyo.
Wait, this is 12 then. Instead of 7.
7 plus 5 is
not
12.
13.
I was like, huh?
Sorry. He has the plus 5, not me.
I'm terrible at math, so honestly that was surprising for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for that.
Thanks. I appreciate
You did really good.
it. You think so? You just saying.
No, I would not just say that.
What was yours?
7.
7?
2?
2.
12.
So, the two of you,
Well, 2 minus 1, so actually it's a 1.
the two of you can imagine that there should be such a thing. You've pictured things floating on the balloon before, leaves and Tontolin and whatnot. You know for a fact that there's probably 10 different types of prototypes out there that have been used over the years. Lighter than aircraft have been around for about 700 years on this world. And in that time, and invented here in the island continent of Crestro, as a matter of fact, by Old King Pos.
Yep.
In the times that the airships were created, people were never concerned about the saving of lives. It was known to be a dangerous job, and if you fell from the sky and died, that's just what was supposed to happen. More recently...
That's really morbid.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a lot like the sailors of the old days not knowing how to swim.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why would you know how to swim?
We probably think you'd learn, but they didn't. They would instead just drown the same way these airship workers would just fall. However, in the last 50 to 100 years, that mentality has gone out the window for the most part, and some leaps have been made to
Get it.
Yep. Some leaps have been made to make it so that people could successfully survive a fall. The parachutes that we're familiar with, the round ones and the rectangle foils and those, we're not seeing anything like that in this world. You're seeing a lot of versions. There's one where a backpack is opened and about 20 different strings come out, and the strings get thicker and thicker and thicker, and they float around like this, and they slow you down so much that you can almost fall without breaking a bone.
Almost.
There's a couple of bird wing contraptions. People keep trying those, and there's one that kind of works and one that hardly ever works. There's different versions out there. Really, the magical ones are the ones that are the most successful. The kind that you'd be most interested in are the kind that you actually make and then infuse with magic, and those are a lot more successful and easier to put together.
I mean, how would you make such a device without magic? Seems ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why would you?
How could you? It doesn't seem possible.
Right? It seems like it. I mean, what is this? A world of science? We couldn't figure that out.
No.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah, so actually there's like 10 different kinds. I could probably make one.
That's good.
It'd be expensive.
Mate, you should probably make one for Monolith so he doesn't die next time.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to float very well.
No, I don't.
Always
I don't have
not.
any magic or nothing, so I can't even.
I bet we could probably go somewhere and find like a cool magical item.
Oh, that'd
Maybe we
be
should
nice.
ask-
That'd be fantastic, honestly.
Maybe when we teleported to that town, we should have been like, hey, good job shooting on that airship, right, guys? And been like, so what's going on?
I feel like they probably. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Why didn't we do that?
Because there was a giant dragon attacking our airship.
That is true.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. There was a giant dragon. You were a giant dragon.
You were a giant dragon.
Yeah.
Can you show me how to do that?
It's an age-old family secret. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because usually polymorphs only limited to beasts, so that was like particularly impressive. Right?
It was funny.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't
I'm just
understand a
that
single
good
word.
of an actor. I turn into whatever I'm trying to be, you know?
Oh, that's very
You're an
impressive.
actor.
I've heard
Wait, I
that
have
those
to
people
fix the
call
airship before we get
Oh,
killed by a
yeah, we
raging
should
mob.
probably
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
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 If you were to take a balloon, like one of those long hot dog party balloons, and blow it up, and then make paper mache, which I think most of us have done, and you put strips around it in 3 or 4 different places, and then one long ways, and let it dry, and then pop the balloon, you're going to be left with this structure with 3 rings and a hard bar along the top. That's what's left of your airship. The balloon on the inside, the air sac, is completely deflated, and it's lying down at the bottom, resting on top of the rectangle that is the rectangular cube that is your cargo or crew and cargo area.
So we just patched the hole, obviously.
Hopefully, the two of you are going to need to go check and make sure
that's
that
a
it's
joke. I
not
know
burned all the way through. There are options for repairing these. It's almost impossible, but there are some sewing, some glues, some
You bring your
patches.
portable bike
These
repair.
Does the mending cantrip do anything?
Yeah, mending definitely works when it's the proper size.
Yep.
So it's like a 5-foot hole, right? Probably. Only like a little.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna waste.
That'll
this 5
require an investigation, and the two of you up there together can roll. It'll be with the two of you. It'll be like advantage. It's dark and hard to look, but you got a lot of
I
time.
cast light.
So now with your
I
light,
also cast light.
now you're blinded. So with your advantage, you can
Okay, I
roll.
uncast light.
I also uncast
Well,
light.
then I
Right now it's
cast it
completely
again.
dark.
Oh my
I
god.
cast it again.
The airship bursts into flame.
The whole universe ripped in half.
Oh, I can't see it.
Investigation.
Oh, it's okay.
I use Flash of Genius.
Mine's a 12.
Plus 5.
Mine's a 12 plus 5?
Yep.
That's a 17.
I got. We're doing investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also looking for my plant. I can't find
16.
it anywhere.
You have very little effort. No, you have very little problem, and it takes very little effort to find the gash in the side of your airship's air sac. What would normally be a mere mending spell to fix if it were just a 5-foot hole, turns out that this is a much longer, more intense cut. Your biggest fear was the fear that this flame may have weakened the entire thing, or may have set in and dried out the entire sack. They've got a bit of fluid in them. Fire is not something that's supposed to happen unless it's a particular kind of fireball, and this one definitely did the damage you don't want it to do.
So she's out of commission, Chief.
We're going to call it 15 feet long and only about 2 feet wide.
So it's like a gash. Just like a...
Definitely.
And now it's dried out on the interior, so it's more fragile. And even if we were to
No,
patch-
that was your concern. You were worried that it was going to be completely dried out and not
Is it?
not patchable. No, you're finding it to be pliable and workable. Really, had it been a fire that caught on and then smoldered its way around, it would have done that kind of damage. But it's isolated to that 2x15 patch on the side.
How long do you think it's gonna take to fix?
That's a good question, but I'm gonna ask Jason. How long would it take to fix? Do we have materials to even fix such a thing? They didn't come with the airship. We didn't buy them.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
worried
if I'm
about
being
the.
honest.
I'm not worried about the materials. I'm worried about. Are you taking lead on the repairs for your airship?
I think I'm the only one who knows how.
Would I know how?
guess
I mean,
you
is
would
it
know
is
how.
it even worth trying to fix? Do we have time for that? These people are probably going to show up in the
Can-
next 15 minutes.
Angel try and help. I feel like he's got set experience, like building sets and stuff. Like I feel like
Sewing.
he's got a little bit of a handy.
There you go.
It's like putting a curtain together.
It's like putting a curtain together. It's like costuming. It's fine.
It's not the same
like
thing.
XYZ. It's fine. Angel knows it. He's got the highest intelligence of the group.
More than anything, I like that you want to help.
I guess so.
I
What?
did 20.
I said more than anything, I like that you want to help.
Okay.
And that's all you get.
All right.
It's
If
not.
you were
My
hoping
part's
for
done. I
more,
turned
you were
into a
up-
dragon. Like,
Your
Bada bing, bada boom,
contribution-
baby.
That's
Give you
the
more
biggest
than
contribution
that.
they could have wanted.
You can definitely be involved in this. Anybody can help. Maybe your set design will come into play. But as it stands right now, the investigation revealed that is the only damage that you can find. You walked around the rest of the vessel looking for any damage that may have occurred from landing and then landing again without the gentle setting down of the airship. You're not finding any other structural damage. It appears it's just that part of the air sac. You do not have any patching kits. You do not have the special needles, awl, and sewing gear that are required. And you also don't have the 15 people it takes, because you've got to, as a group, you've got to press and fold and press and fold, pierce, and there's a lot to it.
So it's impossible for us to fix.
It's impossible for you to fix in the next 10 minutes.
How long is it going to take?
A day.
So we got to go.
So we're gonna kill these guys.
So we have to leave.
I'm not leaving this airship. Come on, guys.
I am.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I don't
Well,
think we're gonna get very far on foot.
Yeah, I mean,
We literally did it before.
What do you?
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
But we're how far? Do you guys know how far we are from where we were headed, Xanthia? Do you guys know?
We're in the according to the charts, we're like halfway between
Are we even halfway?
Or halfway? Or are we even halfway?
No, you've just reached the mountain range. You have the map with you?
We did.
It's right there. It's right there.
I remember we
Trying to pull out our real physical map that we have.
You've got 48 hours of flying, and you've only been in the air for 4 or 5 hours.
So we're just over these. So we're like here.
You're not on the other side yet. You're entering.
Also, we're like just north of Crash Track.
This village that you were attacked by is just over the opening gate, the first 2 mountains that are essentially a gate that lead into the mountain range, and it's a known airship path. Airships take it to travel from Krastraken to Xantia.
Cool.
Yeah, we got like a really long ways to go according to the map. Like we have to cross some mountains.
Okay, but there's literally no way that the 5 of us, 5 of us,
6.
Well, 6.
Oh yeah, because
that all of us can take down a whole town.
That's true.
Who says we have to take them down? You just
Talk to them. They don't
Maybe.
seem like they're very friendly.
you know
Okay,
you never know
so-
until you try.
Look,
the best.
Look,
It seems like the best.
Yeah, there
course
was
of
that
action-
one time we almost got killed by guys with fireballs, and then Angel practically seduced them in front of us,
But-
and then we walked away just fine.
we could
Don't-
also
don't-
walk. We could
don't-
also walk away
Don't
just
my
fine
crap
right
down to
now.
seduce.
You're
Okay,
right.
so-
That is a demeaning.
We
sort of.
are at a dilemma. We're way too far away from our destination to walk
That
it.
just reached.
But
like we could walk it.
we can't turn around because there's a mob.
It would take us months to walk to Xantia.
Then we can find another town. I
No,
know there are towns
we
in
need to get
this.
to Xantia to get Casey.
Okay,
Like
but
he's
we
not
need to
dead.
get somewhere first, right?
I think
Well,
our
we need to
best
go back
course
to
of
Crash
action. I think we have to go back to Krastraken.
Would you roll a dragon perception?
Uh-oh.
He's
Angel
not a
dragon?
dragon
But
anymore.
I'm
Angel's
not a
angel now.
dragon.
But you were when you were flying over the city or the village.
Nice.
All I'm saying is
I would
we gotta
also
get back
like
to
the same
Krastraken and
thing
get another airship.
from. Except it's not going to be perception. It's going to be wisdom from the 2 of you.
Wait, to who?
The
Do
2
I
of
get
you that were in the
anything?
middle of the village. What's that?
Do I get anything from flying over the village too?
No, you're so intelligent recently. I just want to
That's funny.
wait just a minute.
That's fair.
12.
I'm just too small.
Also,
Much too small.
Also 12 for me.
13. Wait, no. I wouldn't use my cool bracers for this, right? I'm using my real life wisdom.
Right.
Why am I rolling?
I mean,
like
we didn't see
shit tonight?
pitchforks, you know. It was just torches.
Yours was perception, and you rolled a 12.
Yeah, they had torches and swords and axes.
It's nothing.
perhaps a little bit more intimidating than torches and pitchforks.
Maybe they're like friendly axes. For us, they were gifts.
The information I wanted you to be able to find is still just out of reach from your rolls, but I would say that I can give you portions that would lead up to it because you've made it up and over 10 and 11 into the positive range. Dragon Angel, you are positive based on your eyes and the counting that you did while you were landing and then taking off and flying that there were maybe 20 people that you could see in this village. 12 of them were in that torch
We could
holding
take
mob,
12. Yeah, we could take 12.
and the other 8 that you saw were all handling either handfuls of gear or weapons or were stationed at the catapults.
We could take 12.
I just
It-
We just talked as
it's
well.
20.
Just got fireball.
In
He's
total,
20.
but only 12 were in the mob, and the other 8 were handling gear back at the actual village.
I imagine they're gonna use that gear.
That's what you were able to see,
No.
but you were,
We haven't learned.
you know, especially with your dragon brain, that you're operating on incomplete information. You can sense that there may have been more, but that's what you could see based on the time you were allowed to look around.
Well, we just gotta ambush them.
can we
Okay, hold
please
on.
think
hold
about
on,
this
hold on.
logically?
How about?
Oh,
All right,
okay.
crazy idea. We
That is a classic monolith sort of.
right.
Kooky
We
guy.
go around the town and don't get seen.
Back,
It
to,
is-
back to
Yeah,
Crash Track.
Isn't
Back
it
to
mostly
Crash
just
Tracken.
planes
Back to
around
Crash.
Crash Tracken? Like,
But there's only like 5 of us. So if we don't use any light, we can just stay low, and we'd be pretty difficult to see.
Yeah, nobody would really kind of see us.
It's dark now.
You've
right?
moved into the mountain range. You've passed through
Yeah.
the 2 mountains that were forming
So
the
now
gate.
we have
You're
to
on-
walk back through the pass.
essentially that they are the pass. You would walk back through the rocks and mountains to get
And
to
is the town
specific pass.
in the pass, or is it?
Yep,
is it
right there.
The town is in the pass.
We would have to.
walk.
We would
through
have
the
to
town.
walk through their town.
I'm just saying, we could literally find anything else. We could find anything else. It
We
would
could
take
try to
us.
climb. Just to see. There's no way we can make it to Xanthia. We have a time limit.
I know. I'm not saying we should make it to Xanthia. I'm saying we should get away from our airship and away from this town that's trying to kill us currently. I am just saying right now for the
Okay,
next.
but here's your plan. Run into this mountain. We have no idea how to navigate. Get trapped in this
true.
mountain range with no supplies because all the supplies are on the airship.
We have no.
Then
mountain
let's take
gear.
what we can from the
I
airship
think our
and
best
leave.
our best thing we can do is try to sneak our way back through this town, back towards Christstraken,
Get another airship.
get another airship, or try this again with better supplies. Take a different route.
But can't we just?
Maybe we should ask everybody.
Who said that?
Do you have another contraption that speaks? What the hell was that?
No.
Do you have?
What?
Do you have mountain gear? Or invisibility cloaks for all of us?
Yeah, you're an enterprising guy. What do you got? What you got in your pack, buddy?
What?
Well, that's buddy actually, not you.
Yeah.
What about you, Angel? You got spells or something?
I'm reading. Hold on.
Well, actually, we got I got a cloak. It
One?
makes it, one.
Okay. We can work with that.
I can make it any of your cloaks too, but it's the one I got on right now. It. I pull the hood out, and he like kind of disappears. Imagine like Harry Potter cloak of invisibility, and it just everything blends into the background behind him, and then
I saw you.
what'd you think? What'd you think?
Oh, that was really impressive. I want to think we can make more.
I mean, I can touch yours right now, but I only have one. That's all I've got.
I have the ability.
Three
to-
of us invisible.
Okay.
So now-
3 plus
What
the
about the
cloak.
other two assholes who get stuck?
Now hold on. I have the ability to
No,
make whoever I'm near very quiet. Like we can be very sneaky.
Oh, aren't you very good on rocks also?
I am very good on rocks.
This happens to be rocky terrain. We should keep that in
That's true. We are on rocky terrain. I kind of watch it. You're
I mean,
stepping on.
I'm keeping it light. I'm not saying.
I don't want you
keeping it
saying
cool.
nothing. All
mean,
right.
I'm keeping it very cool. Very.
I think that with Angel's ability to make 3 of us invisible, the 1 invisibility cloak, and my ability to make us sneaky, we could. We have a very high probability of just
If you
being able
turn
to
3
like
of
walk
us
past them.
But could we
invisible, and you're invisible because you're. Holy shit!
And then I'm practically invisible.
You're practically invisible because you're just so unnoticeable.
Because I'm so.
Then.
Could we
quiet.
just like wait until they're done being like a whole angry mob?
Well, this
that
might be
our
the best
plan?
time because they could come rush the ship as we go past them.
And then there'll be nobody left in the town.
Well, I mean, we don't
Very
know
few
that.
people.
Less
As compared to.
probably not the warriors. There might be children, and we could just like, if we have to, you know.
I don't
I
think
mean,
that.
if we have to.
I'm not punching any kids.
Well, we don't have to punch them. You just like maybe you push them. I don't know.
You
Look at
push
all of them,
kids?
come on.
I mean, if you have to, we gotta do what we gotta do, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we do gotta get out alive. That's a priority.
Younglings too?
Thank you for the prequel meme for the episode.
There you.
So
So,
can I make? Okay, I have an idea.
okay, I'd love to hear it.
Yes,
The
and
5 of us do our sneaky thing and our invisibility.
Well, you're making 3 of us invisible.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean.
Well, and he's invisible because of his, you know.
Yeah. I got it. I was there.
I'm not quiet though.
Yep. Okay.
Just like,
I think if we're gonna do that, we should spend the time we have before they come hiding valuable stuff we have in our airship, so they don't take our shit.
if I'm being honest, I don't have anything valuable in the airship.
Okay.
I don't know if I do either.
Some people.
I've got a couple of things, like my
Tammy,
plant here.
You find your plant.
Look, I found it! Oh, I've been looking everywhere for
what's the
you,
name of it?
Julia.
Try to like hide it behind a rock or something.
Ooh.
So they don't take
I'll just take her with me.
Oh, I bet did the plant become invisible?
Yes,
I hope
give her.
Yeah. I can make a bag of holding.
Wait, but can you have the cloak at the same time?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's pretty good. I don't think I have anything of value on this ship.
Can I make
I
a
don't
perception
have
check
anything of
or
value on
something?
the
Like,
ship.
I don't
have-
see the mob coming towards us at all
What do we have?
right now, do
Do
I?
we like supplies and stuff on the ship?
Yes.
You
You
can.
can probably fill our
Perception.
backpacks with as
Is it
much
perception?
supplies as
It
we
is.
can.
Yeah.
Should we take the crystals?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
just to piss them
Just
off,
a
you know.
nine.
Yeah, I
You
can
don't
grab
need
the crystals if you want.
Angel, well, you were a dragon. Did you see how far away they were? Like,
Okay.
do you know how long we got?
Well, I dropped us like a mile away from them, so.
Oh, okay.
10 minutes?
Let's.
10
I want to
minutes.
listen.
We
I wanna
don't
see
got
what's
like
10-minute
that much
miles. That's
time.
really impressive, Janet Tammy. How fast are you like? Oh,
If
you're
they
in
tied
that
their
shape.
shoes and got some Gatorade
not?
maybe in 10 minutes.
No, I'm not.
Jam,
You know.
you have a different stride than the
Grab
rest of us.
the
Some of us can't get to
crystals
the 10 minutes.
Listen,
Mark.
I'm a
Takes the
I'm a
charge.
I'm a short distance sprinter. Okay? Warlocks are short distance
in my bag.
sprinters.
And
We're not like
there.
long treks.
Is the bag of
I've got
holding one
2
you
spell
crafted
slots.
today? It's one of your.
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's
Can I
just
see if I can like?
in my bag.
I was just real impressed. That's all.
Can I see if I can like hear them coming? Like their boots or something.
Yep, that's a
Okay,
different.
so you make a bag of
Whatever.
holding.
It'll be a
Go
different
with
perception.
Angel on the ship.
Okay.
Grab all the
Do I
crystals
use
and whatever
regular
valuable shit
perception
you want.
You know what? You're putting your.
Are you?
have-
Are you?
I mean, I was
I'm gonna
kind of
ask. I'm
better.
gonna ask you to
It'll
roll
back up
for.
now.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
you
then
take it with
perception.
us?
Okay.
Yeah.
Angel
Unless you want me to put my ear to the ground, like.
scoops all the play stuff.
If
he's
you did, I was
working
gonna bend a rule.
Oh, loose leaf paper, just like
25.
Like a middle schooler who just got out of class and is itching to go to lunch. Shoving.
You hear a footstep nearby. You hear a footstep.
Just one.
You hear what sounds like somebody walking nearby. Very, very small footsteps, very light.
A child.
It's punching time.
What'd you see? Nothing.
You're like a ranger with a preferred enemy. It's fucking children.
I hate children.
You do not hear a mob running at you. You hear what sounds like an individual or an animal walking through the underbrush nearby.
Guys,
What?
I hear something.
Go get it.
I don't know.
I'd pull up my hood.
I just know that it's like small and it's in the brush over there.
Monolith, go get it.
Did you leave Wolf on the airship when you bamfed out of there?
Yeah, I forgot. He did. He was. But,
I forgot.
it's not like it crashed.
You know
he
what?
just got carried.
That's
so.
why. That's how you found your plant. Wolf came walking up to you with the plant. He was like, "Oh."
It's so good.
Oh, I kind of forgot I had a dog.
Me too.
Look, Julie
It's
is
a new thing for
okay.
me. I just got this dog.
Do something.
Yeah, but we gotta. I'm gonna go check
right.
out what's in the bush.
I grabbed Wolf. He's on my shoulder now.
Something's in the
Oh,
bush.
okay. Oh, wait, shit.
Don't. What?
Now there's not enough invisibility for all of us because we got a fucking dog.
I don't think they'll attack a dog, right?
We got the dog near us. It's gonna go woof woof and look at us. while
Tell
we're
it not
invisible.
to.
I'm gonna walk up to the
It's
bush.
a dog.
I'm walking up to the bush.
It's a dog. You want me to communicate? Be quiet because the dog's gonna kill
my
us.
swords are
Kill
drawn.
the
I'm ready to. I'm ready.
It comes back.
I have swords.
That's what it does.
I'm ready.
A child.
Hi guys. Oh my god! I'm so sorry. You startled me.
Monolith's got two reactions a little bit too quick.
Were you in the middle of doing something that I didn't finish?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I pulled up my hood and went invisible, and that's it.
I was in the middle of asking a question that didn't come out of my mouth. It was
Oh.
about Buddy. Does he fit under your cloak?
very
Nope.
long.
Nope, it's just
Everybody
Buddy.
keeps on thinking that Buddy is small, but Buddy is like massive.
Buddy,
Buddy's a
is
full
like
person.
6'4", 6'5".
But he's taller than me.
Buddy's
Yeah.
like a mini
What the
half-orc.
hell?
Yeah, Buddy's big, but he's elvish. The mother. Yeah. Yeah.
Can,
Yeah, it's still an automaton we gotta worry about, guys.
can while Monolith is checking out that thing, can Angel get in between Zeph and Janet Tammy and do the invisibility spell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Janet Tammy's heading to the bush too, though.
Angel goes.
As you're at the bush, as you take one of your
Silver
blades
walker
and
buttons for
begin to
invisibility.
investigate the bush,
That noise.
you hear something go, ah! And then you hear, and you hear steps running through the bush and then away from you into the darkness. And after just doesn't take long, you hear it stone and pebbles skittering.
I follow. I go.
Hey, wait! Don't run! We might be able to help, or you might be able to help us. Wait! I want to try to follow it.
Okay, are the two of you following this thing into the darkness?
Yeah.
The darkness. We'll be back, guys. hands.
I think this deserves a Frankie zero.
Oh boy.
We photo them.
You guys have decided to split the party, and the two of you are running
guess
off
I'm
into the
following.
darkness.
Do we see them run?
I don't know. We'll decide when we get back from break. Last we left, the airship, which had been deftly carried about a mile away from danger by a young black dragon, so it would seem,
So it would seem.
is safely out of the reach of the bad folks for now. Monolith and Jan and Tammy stepped out and went after something making noise in a bush. Located something with a tiny little voice that
Oh,
scampered
and
off.
I forgot to be mean to you because you were in the bathroom. Jan and Tammy, we have to leave right now at all costs. Jan and Tammy, oh, it's a small object. What's going on?
Let's
over
chase
there?
it into the bushes.
Wow, let's chase it into the bushes.
That was honestly worth the wait.
I hope you guys,
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
No, I
was waiting to drop that
enjoyed
bomb. I'm just kidding.
Snaps for that, guys. Snaps for that.
I'm really, really curious too.
Yeah, did we watch them run away?
Uh-huh.
Oh, we did?
Sorry.
You guys are in the dark. You're hyper aware of where each other are. You're in a stressful situation. And as the
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
you begin tracking.
Yes. I'm not gonna get that.
Hello? Hello?
Where'd you go?
Give me a survival check,
Oh wait.
which is often used for tracking things.
Oh, hey, look, that looks good.
Oh, I have a +1. Thank goodness. What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I haven't rolled yet.
I asked first.
I got a 19.
I got a 9.
Yes,
Nice.
you
Yeah, we're like, you know.
Together.
Oh my goodness. 9, 19.
You
They're
don't
so
see
similar.
any sign, and it might be partially because it's dark, but the sounds give away exactly the direction this thing ran, and it is still trying to tiptoe out of range, but your orcish ears have no problem picking up that at about 20 feet away, right over there, just around a boulder, is a small little something. Not just small for Jan and Tammy either, but small in general.
The baby.
This is her spot. I tried to do some grading this morning, right here, and she comes and lays down on my hand so I can only move the tips of my fingers.
That's really cool.
That's really funny. So
I definitely peek my head over the. And I look over.
I put my swords away, and I'm like,
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Not because of goggles, because you're half orc.
Yep.
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision goggles. You're able to look from your height and the boulder. You're able to kind of bend around and look down on top of a small head that's hiding behind the rock. And at first, it looks like it might be a gnome or a halfling.
A gnome.
No.
Hi there.
Ah!
Hi, my name's Jan Tammy Woodsman. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you.
A 6 or a 7-year-old whips around and looks at you, and this human child with big brown eyes looks up. Well, they look like gray to you because the effect of night vision,
I'm ready.
dark vision. But this small child with big eyes looks up at you and sees this 6'10" half orc staring down at it. Where it thought it had been hidden, it is now clearly exposed, and it believes in danger, which is why it squeals.
Hey, hey, wait.
No, it's
no,
okay.
it's fine, it's
Here,
fine.
watch
We're nice.
this. Floop. And it's a flower. It's a dandelion. No, it's
Oh my
okay.
goodness, the flower-
No, it's
the flower
okay.
always works. I don't
Here,
understand. No, no,
what's your
hey,
name?
shh,
Who are
what's-
you?
hello,
Here, I get
hello, my
really
name's
small.
Monolith.
What's going on? How's it going?
I crouched down like I'm on my hands and knees, kind
My
of. but on
name's
knees.
Jana Tammy. This is Monolith.
Hey, you're Monolith. I'm
Who are you?
Do you have any food?
Yeah, here. I pull out some pocket jerky.
It's always pocket.
Ravenous.
Are you hungry?
Does not care how old.
So-
Devouring. Not stopping to answer your question.
Shouldn't even hit the lint off of that.
What's your name? Like, do you live in the mountains or are you lost?
I live here now.
You live here now?
Why now? Where would you live before?
Went home with my parents and my sister.
Where are your...
Wait, where's that?
mommy got sick,
Oh.
and I got a new mommy. And she was really mean. And I ran away. I thought I could run away and get away. So I ran into the woods and the mountains, and there were some people that tried to get me, and I thought they would help me, and so I ran some more, and now I've been here for like, for so long. It was snowy when I got here, and now the snow's gone.
Well, can you say your mom probably gone? We done fixed it. We montaged to fix that. So I mean,
It's
really, this
fine.
kid could probably go back home.
Not that we know.
That was one little corner of one little town. I mean, one little corner of one little part of this island continent.
Was that that was South Passport where we did that? One of the passports.
What do we do?
They're talking about a home game, so a
Okay.
lot of stuff is not making
Not that any of that matters.
not
we know
making
any
any
of that, so never
sense.
mind.
There's a child lost in the woods for unknown reasons right now.
Totally unknown.
So, did you live in Crash Dragon?
What's it? What's that?
Do you know what city you lived in?
Did you live in a city or like a village?
I lived in a town.
In a town? Do
Oh,
you
what's
know
the
what the
difference between
town's name was? Or what street maybe you lived on? Or
Do they have
anything?
streets and towns?
It's fine. Or like any like houses that you remember what it looked like?
Miss Ellis had a big brown house.
All right, big brown house.
It was the biggest in the whole city, your town. You could see it and know right where you were.
Do you know how far away it is? Like which direction?
Yeah, when you came here to
Oh.
the mountains first, do you know where you came in from?
No, the people that got me kept me for a while, and I was on a cart in a box, and I don't even know what happened after that. And then I got out, so I
And
don't.
you into the pier?
Well, I ran to here. I was in this big field, and
Here,
the field
wa-
went on
you want some
forever.
water?
Yes.
It's the never-ending bottle. It's the
It
never-ending.
just doesn't stop.
Do you know your name?
Yeah, I'm Jill.
Jill. Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I'm gonna talk to my friend for a second. You keep drinking that water.
Here, I have some more. Hold on. Here's some honey roasted peanuts.
Hey, wait, what do you have in roasted peanuts?
So,
Universal.
what do we do here?
Well, what did we do with Beth?
Good question. So we take the kid with us, and then
I feel like, that worked out pretty well.
Hey, so how close is he approaching the mob?
Okay,
also?
back-
Keeping an eye out.
eventually led to the death.
You roll
of one of our
perception and see if they're
members.
coming.
I feel like that was
You looking or listening?
Drill's own fault.
It's
You're
true,
looking or listening.
but it was definitely a
I'm
chunk
using
of
my
it.
senses. I'm also asking Wolf.
Okay, so
Do
let's
you hear
take the
him,
kid.
buddy?
and we
Hold
can't
on,
leave
hold
him.
on.
What do
We
you-
cannot have a bit while there's another bit going.
That's true.
Oh no, I'm just talking to him. You can.
I mean, that's the point. This is a stream.
Hard to hear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Keep going.
so we take the kid
Right,
and we try to sneak past the mob.
right. With the
And
kid.
with the
We have,
kid.
okay, so now we have the kid, Zeph,
The
you,
wolf.
me, Angel, the wolf, the robot thing,
Oh,
and a
goodness.
child. That's 8.
Things
I'm
have gotten.
6.
You're 6?
Yes.
I'm 18. That's so cool.
I'm 33.
You're old.
You're so young.
I'm 33.
You're a grandpa.
Well, my race tends to live much longer than other races,
Does
so this is
she
kind of
look
like
human?
Oh yes.
she's very human.
Very thin. Very, very thin.
So why don't you come with us?
And I'm sorry,
He?
Why don't you come with us, and we'll show you to the rest of our friends.
We do have quite a bit of friends. Some of them are a little interesting.
Yes.
Like I know I don't look necessarily the most nice, but I feel like I've been rather nice to you.
you have, but I'm not going back to the dragon.
We're not.
Oh, no,
dragon's gone.
Oh, okay,
No
dragon's
dragon.
gone. We killed the dragon.
We took care of the dragon.
We killed the dragon. It was a baby dragon, so it wasn't.
There's a dead dragon over there?
No.
No, it's back a ways. We killed it, and then it's gone.
We can
Don't
show
worry
you.
about it.
I just want to warn you that some of our friends are a little interested.
And should you come with us, you're gonna have to be. We might be in some trouble.
Maybe we should just talk to them. Maybe we should just take her with us and then talk. Maybe we should
Yeah,
just take
you
her
come
with
with
us.
Take me where?
To our friends.
We're taking you to our friends.
We're just walking
And then
20
we're-
feet that way.
We're
That's
walking- Yeah, just that way.
it. That's it.
To the dragon's treasure that it was carrying?
Nope.
That's not the treasure. That's our airship.
We've got stuff in there. I've got this plant, and its name is Joe. It's very pretty, very green.
We also
And
have a dog.
We also have more food.
We have a dog you can pet.
I would like to see the dog.
All right.
Doesn't the kid have to be swaying this in this transaction?
Him, he's like 6.
Do you want to get on? Do you want to get on her back?
You want to get
Or
on my
back?
shoulders?
Or shoulders?
I'm so tall.
I'll just walk. We're just walking over there.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Here. I'm just going to run up really quick.
Okay.
You walk with him.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be right back. I'll see you in 10 seconds.
And we're gonna walk regular speed. She's gonna go ahead and tell everybody.
You guys plan everything out.
Sometimes we don't. Honestly, this is a miracle.
Most of the time, I
Most-
feel like we don't plan
We
things
don't.
out.
Let's just go. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
go.
I'm gonna run forward to everybody else and be like,
And I say, Wolf, listen out for the bad guys, the mob, and he's got advantage on hearing checks. And I also listen.
Roof!
What's that? Timmy's stuck in a well?
You roll for me. Woof, woof.
You got an,
I
you got an
like to
18
join.
plus 3, boy. It's a 21.
I want to join with sight.
Ah, get fucked.
Listen.
Roof, 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 roof.
What was that?
Roof, 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 roof.
Janet Tammy. I can't talk to dogs. Fuck.
I totally understand you, though. Okay, I'll do it. I've done it, boss.
So here's what I hear. Huh?
So wait, is it feasible for me to get an enchantment so I can talk to the dog later? If you say no, I'm gonna cry.
What'd you say?
Is it possible for me to enchant the bandana on a later date so I can talk to the dog?
Oh, there's all kinds of different ways to go about doing that. I think you've only got one option open to you right now, though.
Janet Tammy, can you talk to the... Janet Tammy! What are you doing?
That man sounds scary.
I'm going.
That woman sounds scary.
Don't worry about it.
So we
They're
found
much
something
nicer than you
interesting.
think.
I need everybody to be on their best behaviors.
so-
Please be kind.
Okay, but I need you to talk to my dog.
Please, this is more important than a dog right now.
Well, we're all gonna die to
Whoa.
a mob.
Hey guys, hey
remember?
everybody.
Hello, Monolith.
This is Jill.
Chill. Hello.
This is
This
Jill.
is Jill.
He's 6 years old.
Oh, you're a child. Oh, hey, kid. Are you alright? You okay?
You're so small.
You're all so different.
Yeah, no, we
I
tried
think
to
I'm
warn
pretty
you.
normal, actually.
We tried to warn you. Well, you know, your face is like got the.
It's very dark. I doubt he can even see my face.
Do you want?
First of all, second of all, fuck you, Monolith.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You're a rock, Monolith. Get
Where'd you
fucked.
get the extra things?
These.
What head?
I grew 'em myself.
Well, technically, you're.
Well, yeah, but
Do I need
yeah.
extra heads?
No,
Do you
no,
want
you're
extra
fine.
heads?
We can't give him extra heads. Don't try to give
Can we
him.
not?
I don't know if we do. Let's not worry about that.
Janet,
We
you
can
can't
we
give
can
people
discuss
extra
the
heads.
extra heads thing later.
Can
We
you talk to my dog?
have an important mission. All right, for all of us. We have to very quietly go back that way.
Well, okay. Hey, go. Hey. We're not gonna bring a kid through a dangerous mob.
Are we gonna leave her in the?
What, do
Are
we
we gonna
leave-
leave him in the
Well,
mountain?
why can't we just go through with our original plan of just hiding and being?
Why can't we just leave the kid with the ship? The people in the town will find the kid. They're not gonna kill a kid. Very,
don't-
very unlikely.
They don't
We
know.
can't
They don't
know
know
that.
at all who was on this ship.
Okay,
have
I
a-
mean, okay, they could kill all of us and the kid, or they could just find the kid.
I have a mechanics question.
I know a mechanic.
Okay.
I bet a few.
So if I cast invisibility at like a 3rd level to do all 3 of us or whatever, can I cast it again as like a 1st or 2nd and like make even more people invisible?
No,
Or
you'd
would that
have to
break-
drop it and cast it as a 4th level, and then you can cast it on 4 people.
Is it a concentration
No,
spell?
third level you. Can
I think
only
it's
cast one.
concentration.
That makes sense because
No,
it's
fourth level you
concentration.
can only
All
cast
right,
on 3 people,
cool.
I think.
Okay, so you cast it at a 4th level at 3 people. Then, right? Yes. Could be.
I can't cast it because I turned into a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, never mind. Continue the role playing, guys. Sorry I interrupted.
Oh wait,
good?
actually no. This kid doesn't see any of us. We're all invisible. This kid just hears
Yeah.
voices.
Did you already?
Yeah.
You did that. I don't think.
No, he's got.
Kipper's
You put the
invisible.
cloak on.
It's the Cloak of Elvenkind. I blend into my stuff. I get advantage on stealth checks that involve hiding, and that's
Right.
it.
But if you're not trying to hide, you're just sitting there with your cloak on.
Yeah.
Angel did make the 3 of us invisible before she ran
Yeah,
off.
that's
though.
cool. So then.
So you were talking. So that kid was talking to a voice.
Wait a minute.
I think I ran off before that.
I think I said before Monolith checks out whatever's in the bush.
I ran in between the two of
Yeah.
them
Oh,
and cast
no.
it. Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh no. You've been invisible this whole time.
I have blind sight. It's no big deal.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Wow, you're a very powerful
true
child.
vision.
I don't like to
okay.
brag.
Okay, so you're gonna come with me.
Nope.
You're not.
What's your plan, kid? Kiddo.
I don't know. I'm scared, and I thought you guys seemed like you might be able to take me to safety.
Yes.
But I heard you, and I'm not going back to where all the mean people are.
Wait, that town is the mean people?
Yeah.
They're the ones who hurt you? Or captured you?
I don't know. When I
Actually,
got
wait, I
away,
didn't hear
I don't
that
know who,
at all.
when I got away, I don't know who captured me. I just ran to here, so I don't know. I just know that the people there, when I went for help one time, 3 of them chased me for a day, and I promised I would never go back.
Well,
Oh, okay,
Yes,
so we
okay,
have
hold
to we have to kill them, right?
what we're gonna we might have
We
to kill somebody.
cannot kill
Kill
them.
them.
I do not understand why you keep saying this.
Cannot.
A fireball would do pretty good on.
I feel like, guys, I understand. They threw like 10 of them at us.
they were using catapults.
Okay,
using
but they were
catapults. Okay,
still
well,
throwing
let's
fire
not-
at us.
Violence is the last resort. Okay, so the plan is that we just sneak past them. We got lots of people can turn invisible. We got items that turn people invisible. I can make us very, very quiet, so almost as if we're invisible.
I thought the plan was to just be invisible and chill until they like give up looking for us.
I
No,
thought the
because
plan
that's
was
a genius plan, or we can go into the mountains and hide for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Until they're done, and
Okay,
then
hey,
go.
this kid just said they searched for him for several days.
Okay.
That's what I'm-
so.
that's all
So
I'm
I
saying.
thought the plan was to be sneaky and invisible, and as they were coming this way,
we
we
sneak
go
past
this
them
way.
and leave.
Can I make a perception check?
Oh wait, no. Oh, did you talk to my dog?
What are you trying to
No,
do?
I'm not gonna talk to your dog.
It's so important. I desperately want you
I
to.
physically can't.
Oh, you don't have to talk to the animals. You know?
No, I'm not gonna cast a spell to talk to your animal.
He's very perceptive.
Okay, good for him.
He perceived what we're telling you.
Yeah, he rolled like a 20 on his perception.
Wasn't he perceiving what we were doing?
The dog
No.
was.
Oh, okay.
The dog was trying to. The dog rolled a perception roll to see if it could tell if the mob was coming or not,
Okay.
and then
Did you tell
then
her
it told
anything?
Zeph.
In dog speech. I just want to say I love your dog speech. It's like it's like amazing. Very, very good.
Thank you. What are you gonna do?
A perception check, hopefully, to see if I see the mob coming.
Is that what you're okay? Roll for perception. It's to see if the mob is coming.
12.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if they're not here now, maybe they gave up because of the dragon. I feel like if I saw a dragon, I'd be like, fuck that, you know? Like,
Especially if I was just like a regular person.
yeah, no, definitely.
I just feel like we're assuming a lot of things.
We are, but we don't have a lot of data to go off of.
I know, but maybe we could assume the worst and make our plans around that, as opposed
That's a
to
good idea.
assuming the best.
So let's assume they're still after us.
Right, and
Hot on our
assume
tails.
right, they're close. They're like 10 minutes away. We have to
Yeah.
leave or do something right now. What is it?
I still think that we should just walk past them because they're gonna be focused on going this way. They
But
aren't
like,
gonna pay
what are we
attention
gonna
to
do?
us.
We cannot hide everybody. There is no way. There are 8 of us.
I can. It's possible. With my ability, so long as you guys stay close to me, invisible
He's
or
got
not.
basically passed without a trace.
It is past
It
without a
is
trace.
pass without a
Going with
trace.
Rocky.
I know. I'm just saying that does not always do the trick.
But I mean, we've used it before and it's worked.
I think
What
it's
if-
worth a try.
We hide, and then when they come, cast fireball, and then that
Blow 'em
knocks
up.
out half of them.
We cannot.
I'm good back
I
there.
just
But we-
feel like I feel like we cannot fight them.
That's what I
I'm
thought
good
you
at
were
loving
saying.
Joe.
Well,
Okay, so where do you want to hide here in the mountain?
we could hide in the mountains.
And then look at them and see how many we could fight. And if it's really bad and we can't do it,
I feel
find
like
a
we
way
did.
out.
I feel like we did see. I feel like we flew over the top and there were 20 of them.
Really, what did you didn't see that? Angel Dragon
Okay,
saw that.
but Angel Dragon told us that there were at least 20 people there.
Yeah, but only 12 were in the mob.
Okay, but that does not mean that the other ones are not willing to fight.
That's true. But, all right, counterpoint. They aren't as strong as us.
And also,
But
I
do
feel
you know that? You don't physically know that. You do
We
not.
don't know yet. That's why we're going to wait and watch them. And if they're as strong as us, we dip. If they're weak, we should probably also dip.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Let's
We'll play it
hide.
by ear.
Let's wait.
Strong.
I feel
I
like
think
we
we
say
got
this
this.
literally. I
I
feel
feel
like
like-
we say this literally every single time. We always say this every
And
single
we're not
time.
dead yet.
And we're still alive.
I don't want to be dead later.
Well,
Can we at least try once, maybe? Can we
are,
at
we
least
are.
maybe try
We're
once?
gonna, hey, Jen, keep your fight. Keep your fight.
I'm gonna cry.
My thing is-
It's okay. Let's just hide, and the future is unforeseen. Let's hide.
I mean,
and then
you
figure it out from
don't want to sneak past them. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to fight them. So you want to hide then.
I'm saying, can we do something that
Hide.
doesn't involve fighting them?
Okay, but you just knocked down
But then
two
when
of
I-
our other options that we're not fighting.
But I can't talk to them.
Oh, really? Why would you
It
say
says we
that?
can't fight.
Because they're all grown-ups.
But we're
Okay.
grown.
We're also grown-ups.
We're bear.
But you guys
Who?
are all blue.
Okay, I'm like a grayish. Okay.
You can't even see me
Either-
right now, really.
Okay. My vote, me, Angel.
All right, let's put it to a tally.
Okay. Hide.
Wait. I don't know if do you guys each or not and Kimber,
Do you get two
one
votes?
vote each? No, you get 2 votes. That's only fair.
Each of you gets a vote. In case you vote differently, I'm not sure if you would.
I don't know. I mean, I like peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter.
Okay,
Wait,
so you might have
wait.
different things.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gave you peanut butter that one.
Okay, Angel, you were saying.
I didn't know it was gonna
Let's
cause an
say
argument.
we have like
Okay.
5 minutes
Okay.
left.
Yeah.
Angel, you were gonna say something.
Yes, I think either we should stay and fight, or I try and talk to them. And if that goes bad, we fight.
So both
My
of your
thing
options
is-
of all fighting. I'm not against it.
I'm just saying, my wonderful words have gotten us out of predicaments before. It's not impossible.
Like out of all of our predicaments, they've gotten us out of 2.
That's true.
I mean,
We've
that's
been in
pretty
because
good.
we get
That's not bad.
Because y'all start pulling out weapons before I can start talking.
I feel
Once
like-
weapons are
I mean, he's
drawn,
not
it's
wrong.
over.
I mean, he's on to
that's
something.
that's true. But okay, how about this? All right, nice middle ground. We just hide and watch them,
All right.
and then maybe they just leave after a few minutes. Maybe they give up, take a few things from the ship, and go on their way.
Did
Well, I
it
feel
seem
like
like
they'll
they would
probably
give
take it.
up?
Okay,
Jill?
okay, Jenna, tell me then. What do you want to do? If you don't think
I mean,
they'll give
I
up,
heard
whatever.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to them or fight them. What do you want to do? I don't
They-
understand.
They don't ever give up.
Oh, are they gonna follow us for days?
Well, they did that to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
more
what you
worried
just
about
said.
At
the way they
least-
treat the people they get off of the sky ships. They keep.
They keep prisoners.
Well, they take all this stuff. They get the people out of the sky and they take their stuff and they take the people and then they have all the ships. Didn't you see? They have
They
all
have
the ships.
Oh, so
on
they're
the-
slavers.
So,
okay, so now we
okay.
have to ambush and kill them.
We have new data.
And take
We
their
have to
ships.
kill these people and take their ships.
We have to
Like,
kill these people and
that's-
take their ships. Like
I'm
that's-
sorry.
I just
Like
don't.
that's the plan.
Wait,
Why don't-
wait.
why don't you Put her hand there.
hold
Put her
on.
there.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
They're the
Hold
scum
on.
of the earth.
Hold on.
I'll die for this.
I know. I agree.
I would
No,
die
hold
for
on. Hold on.
this.
Everybody. Okay, we got
Easily.
some new data. They have airships.
That's how we get out.
Yes, but.
Ah, okay, wait. I'm getting
Okay.
excited. Let me.
Yes. Deep breaths.
Well,
If they truly are as dead set on taking our airship as they are, they might stay at our airship for a long time, long enough for us to get back and take one of their airships and
This
leave.
is really stupid. Can we ever get to explode any way possible? The airship. So
blow
when
up
we
the
get on
airship?
it.
We-
I mean, it's screwed, right? We're gonna
guess
take a new
that's
one
fair.
anyway.
I guess that's fair.
that was a lot of words. Well,
Is
they
there any
don't-
way to rig the airship?
They don't have any new ones.
They don't have any new ones?
No, all theirs are, like yours.
Oh,
busted.
destroyed.
Okay.
Different ways, but yeah.
Do they currently have prisoners there? Do they have people held captive?
I don't know.
I guess that's fair.
Do they? I don't even know what they do with people.
No, that's true.
Well, if we hide, and they keep looking for us for a really long time, at least they'll stop looking in this area for a little bit.
And maybe they'll be in
because
smaller
I
numbers.
feel like
Yeah.
they're probably
If they
done
split
looking
up.
for the little kid now.
Well, for sure
Yeah,
they're done
but
looking
I'm
for the
just
little
saying
kid.
it-
Did they talk
But
to you, or did
us.
they just give up looking for you?
No, I got away. I
They
hid in my
chased-
spot.
they
I have
chased
a
him.
special spot.
Where's your special
Can
spot?
we go to your special spot?
Oh, I didn't mean to. I don't. What?
Will it
Listen.
fit all of us, or no, probably not?
Is it specifically like only?
Probably. It's kind of like a clubhouse for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, did they break into smaller groups when they were searching for you?
There were just 3 bad people that were after me for a long
But
time.
we have an airship. They want our airship. They're not gonna send 3 people.
where's your hiding spot?
We.
What if we just
I
hide there
promise.
for a little bit?
I pinky promise that I won't tell anybody about it if you show it to us, and we all pinky promise that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, right here, pink. You can't see it, but my
But
pinky's
we.
out.
But we really
And-
wanna.
I'll give you as much food as you want. I will cook you the best dinner you've had in
She's a
weeks.
great cook.
I'll even heat up a fire.
I can also make food.
2 cooks.
Okay.
What?
3 cooks.
Well, I don't know. We could try.
Oh. Do you think we're gonna leave here someday anyway? Do you think you're gonna take me away to a safe place?
Yes.
I will do anything and everything in my power to make sure you get home.
We
Me
will
too.
single-handedly fight all of those people if we have to, just to get you home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, hopefully not.
Hopefully we don't have to, but we would.
I take out my warhammer, slam it on the ground, not like menacingly towards him, but in a sense of like, we can take him, sort of thing.
Or it's like really dark, so all you hear is like.
I'm like,
We got you.
Well, it's a special place, and I wasn't gonna. I'll take you. I'll take you.
Thank you very much.
You just don't. You'll just be our secret, though.
Of course.
Yeah,
Lips
nobody has got to know.
sealed.
It's got. There's no food there, but
We're gonna
you
we-
have food,
We stuffed our backpacks full of food from the ship.
Yeah, I got it.
and there's water there, plenty of water, but you can't. I mean, you shouldn't drink it.
well,
Oh, we've got the water.
She's got a water thing.
I can also make it drinkable. It's
Okay.
quite easy.
I just remember my dad told me never to drink out of rivers. It's over this way.
Okay.
And Jill walks you over to the river that's flowing, and you can see it exit the side of the wall and flow in probably about 60 feet of riverbed in front of you. And as you're looking at it, it's between 5 and 10 feet wide and moving really fast. The water itself in the darkness, you can't tell if it's clear or filled with particulate matter. You just can't tell. What you can tell is that at the end of that 60 foot of riverbed, it disappears into another wall of rock. And Jill is walking you down toward a dock that has a boat attached to it. And the boat is straining on a rope against the current, letting you know how strong the current is. And about 5 feet, 5 feet beyond the stern of the boat, where the water disappears into the rock, you see a small little opening to the side that you would have not thought a person would be able to walk into. It looks like you could boat in on the river, and it looks like there's about 3 feet of ceiling for you if you go in, and suddenly you're in an underground water tunnel. But Jill is not taking you to the boat. Jill's taking you down to where the rock and the water and the bank all meet. And there's a rock there that you're able to just squeeze around. And as you do, the walkway opens up. And it's not next to the riverbed. It seems to be on a pathway adjacent to the river wall, or the riverbed's tunnel. And this little side tunnel that you're walking in is illuminated. There's a bioluminescence, a green tint to the whole thing, and it's not it's not focused on the ground or the water or the sitting water on the ground. It's literally coating the inside of the tunnel that you're walking through. It's kind of an odd sensation. And you walk down this tunnel following Jill for about 100 yards, about the length of a football field. And right at the end, when you think that maybe you should turn around and go back and take this kid out of this long, colorful, light green tunnel, the tunnel opens up into a vast room, and where even now you might expect to see stalactites and stalagmites, you instead see columns. Formed stone columns and formed stone structures on top of those columns, and without even realizing it, you realize you're able to look into this giant underground cavern and see the ruins of a city that used to hold potentially 1,000 or more individuals, and it now seems to be completely dead. It's just the ruins of what was a city maybe 800 years ago. The entire thing is stretching out in front of you.
Oh my god.
The only place that you can tell where Jill has been at this one little fountain right at the front. It's like the entrance to the city, and there's a lot of different treasures that it looks like Jill maybe found at the nearby buildings and brought and piled up in this area. But that's where you are. You're hidden in an underground ancient ruins, a city that was once bustling and alive and now gone.
Before any of that happened, before we left the airship, I would like to know, with my dear friends, if we could find any way to rig the airship's heating contraption to explode.
You have a lot of material at your disposal that blows up.
Do we still have all that gunpowder that we stole
I think so.
Who are you asking?
on the ship?
Who
We
stole
did-
the gunpowder?
I thought we stole gunpowder from the ship that was exploding that one time. Did we not? Yeah,
I think we
did.
stole a barrel or something.
Didn't we steal a barrel of gunpowder?
We
This
stole
is what
guns.
inventories are for, folks. You should be flipping through them and saying, look here,
I have all of my inventory.
a whole
Yeah.
crate of
I'm not the
gunpowder.
one who took the gunpowder.
I don't
Yeah.
think we did.
I'm gonna put you on the floor. You are.
I mean, I have like a vial of gunpowder. I have a jar of gunpowder.
That's not gonna be enough.
I have grenades.
Would it be possible to use some of Monolith's grenades, hook it up to the heating system, and overheat with one of the heating crystals
Heck yeah.
to blow the fuck out of this thing?
Absolutely. That could potentially happen.
But somehow set it on a timer or delay.
I don't know. It does sound really complicated. You'll have to try.
Luckily, I've got engineering, genius, and marvel.
Multiple ways to get help that you need.
Okay.
I would just like you to spell out for me what the plan is so I don't have to fill in.
And how many of my grenades you use? Because I'm running low.
I would like to take my my smith's tools and see if I can damage anything enough to where even like a smaller impact could hurt it more. If that makes sense. If that makes any sense, like make it vulnerable but not useless at all.
Wow, I'm really sacrificing my whole airship. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe
What
Zem is
else?
walking around like, maybe I won't blow this up and I'll kill them all and take this back.
This is an interesting retcon. You let me know when we get to the end of it.
I think she's going through the motion. She's like going through everything, like considering the possibility logistically of this. And it's like, fuck. Do I want to do this?
Are you gonna retcon your retcon?
No, I'm gonna have everybody sitting there. You guys are all still around. I assume we haven't started our trek. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, do you think we should blow up the airship?
No, I think we should leave.
That sounds scary.
Oh, it's
Sure.
okay. Can you? Somebody step outside. Yeah, you're right. It is very scary.
If you can do it, do it. But we gotta go.
I mean, like, should we blow it up with them inside? You know what I mean?
We could blow it up, and then if we eventually kill all of them, take one of their other broken airships, but then fix it. So you just blow it up, and then get a new one and fix it.
Or Monolith promises me one when we get back to Crash Dragon.
That's true. Oh yeah, this man has so much money. money. What am I saying?
We need one right now. We don't need one a
I mean,
day's walk.
we can't
from
fix
now.
this without a day's worth of work from any of us. From all of us together.
Let's just leave.
Let's just
I
leave
mean,
it, right?
If you want to try to blow it up, go for it. But I'm gonna,
I think it would be cool to like
It would.
blow them all up, but
especially since they're dickheads. Like
Yeah.
since they're a bunch of dickheads, we should.
maybe we you know, and I like lean away from the kid. You know, eventually,
You know,
and then we take it back and we're able to fix it.
We
Or
can
we go
figure
to
it out.
Crest Track and get some of the goons from the city to come here and beat the shit out of everybody.
That's a good
And
idea.
then take the extra shit back. Yeah, let's just leave it. All right,
Okay,
all
let's go.
right.
Let's go.
Sorry, retcon.
So
my
now
retcon.
we're back at the fountain.
We had a moment where we considered it and then decided against.
Good call. So you're back at the fountain.
I would like. Would I know of this city at all from anything that I've read or studied ever?
That'd be a history check.
Okay.
Come hither, child.
This is really cool. How'd you find this place?
I was trying to hide behind that rock, and it just kept going.
This is like a whole city.
And they put lights in here. I don't even know how that works. I keep worried they're gonna go off
Wait,
a torch.
like magic or like fire?
The green lights that let us see.
Yeah. Have you touched one?
I've run my hand across the wall because it's smooth.
Yeah. Just feels like stone. That's the same thing we just not crawled, but like shimmied through basically to get here.
The tunnel is much smoother, like it'd been bored out and maybe polished.
So we're looking over.
So the walls are a little bit rougher.
Smooth.
So they are smooth still.
Yeah. Bored. They aren't rough rock. They were machined out.
Right.
In
Wow.
in
And
like
the city, it looks like it's meant to hold like thousands of people,
Or 1,000.
or
a
hundreds.
1,000.
Is
A
there
thousand.
like
I mean, it's still
one?
massive.
Yeah, it's huge for.
Underground.
Also, it's really uncommon to see stone columns used. It was more
the
more of a
doorways
thing.
are
from-
they smaller or are they like taller? How
Oh,
small?
that's a good question.
They look exactly like the kind of doorways that you'd see today in any of the cities that you've been in. Universal in their size, so that they're made for many different beings.
Is there one building that looks maybe bigger than the rest of the buildings? Very large building.
Well, there's certainly a few that are taller, and there's a few that are wider. And I guess there's a few in the middle that are tall and wide.
You rolled a history check?
I just want to look for maybe the biggest house that I see.
10. Yeah.
Um,
I've been rolling 5 and below this whole game, so I haven't been able to do anything.
and look at it.
Yep. The one time you get a
Like a mayor's
intelligence
house?
character.
Yeah, like a townhouse or like a
Yeah.
God doesn't want you to have
city
it.
I
hall.
guess that.
I want to look
Yeah.
for like.
God doesn't want any of us. to
I
have
kind
it.
of just want
He
to
don't give
wonder
a shit about us.
on the lookout for like
today.
armory or something.
Yeah, you've been stealing all my good rolls.
Let's say that you guys are the 100 yards back into the side of the mountain that you're in, and you're back there now for about 5 minutes of poking around and just getting this initial first glimpse. How long are you going to stay here? We got people looking for houses and armories and
What
whatnot.
I mean, before everybody splits off, I'd like to have like a huddle
Yeah. That's a
What time is it?
before everybody. It's nighttime.
late.
Yep. Zephaniah's watch would reveal that it's about 1 in the morning.
Oh.
It's about 1.
I should probably
So-
getting kind of sleepy.
Yeah. Maybe we
Me too.
maybe we wait till tomorrow evening.
Evening.
Yeah, go in at night, try to pick some off. I mean, what do you want to
Maybe-
hide out in this fucking
Maybe
city forever?
we should use some of this nighttime to see if there's another exit. Maybe.
Well, have you looked for another exit out of this place?
I didn't look at a lot of places.
Did the bad men ever come here or no?
Nobody knows about this place. I didn't
What-
want. I didn't
What
want
have you
anybody to
looked
find
at
out.
around here? Like, what have you found?
I went into that building over there that's got all the books in it.
Yeah.
Some of them still work.
Some of the books still work?
Huh?
What do you mean? Like, they're not like broken?
Like they open?
Yeah, like some of them when I opened them, all the pages came out, and I try to pick the pictures up, and they'd fall apart in my hands. But then there were others where the books were still working. And
Do you know how to read?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Of course I know how to read.
I don't know how good
That's
you're
better than
reading is.
some
Some
of
people
us.
don't know how to read. You know, not everybody gets an education.
I didn't know that.
I don't know why I'm being mean to a child. I'm sorry. I got real defensive. I apologize.
That's okay. I've read enough to understand that the world's full of different kinds of people.
I mean, apparently not culturally sensitive types of books, though. I mean, like,
Including morons.
What?
Well, can you show me where that is?
Yeah, I can take you there later.
Or
do you know, like, what were you gonna say?
I can even take you now. It's just I think we're about to have a meeting, and then after that I'll take you.
What were you gonna
Did you
say?
gather us around?
I was just gonna say that. What if we wait until tomorrow? Fuck.
Owie.
what happened?
What if we wait until tomorrow and then Angel just turns a couple of us invisible and we do some scouting before
Nighttime.
fighting people? Like we check things out invisibly.
Where?
Well, first probably outside of our airship area, see if anybody's still there, and then if not,
Do that right now?
no. I mean like tomorrow night.
What if?
Oh, okay.
What if
Alright.
I made a few people invisible, but then we worked on fixing the airship while invisible, and if we see anyone, we just
Well,
you know?
I think it would be kind of easy to see a floating giant airship fabric fogged over.
Also, when they get to it,
Sorry.
they're probably gonna. I mean, from what the.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
I'm Jill.
Hello,
She shakes
Joe.
his little hand.
Oh, Joe.
I also realized the invisibility only lasts for an hour, so what I said was.
But also, from what he said, it sounds like it hit the airships back to their town. So
That's-
they got enough people to haul it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
You gotta get the bad ideas out before you get the good ones.
I mean, we're spitballing, you know? No idea is a bad idea.
I think like, maybe we sleep now, wake up. Some of us.
Invisibility. You think chicks scout it out, check it out.
I was gonna say some people scout out the airship area, no further, and then everyone else scouts out this area, see if we can find something useful, maybe another exit.
Well, if anybody doesn't feel tired yet, maybe go take a look now. If
I
not-
mean, that's what I was gonna do.
That's not gonna work for me. I'm gonna have to sleep.
Yeah, you seem like you want to go to sleep. I could do some searching. I got a lot of adrenaline after all that.
Wow. No judge that. Do you genuinely hear me? Nope, not that one. Being a dragon is hard work, and I would like to go to bed.
Okay, maybe you. I don't think we have to take watch. I mean, you've stayed here for a long time now. And you've been safe, right?
No offensive, but you trust that?
I think there's something dangerous here.
I don't think we would have met the kid.
And I whisper now so that he can't hear, but I'm going to say it loudly because I'm stage whispering. This kid would be dead.
I just mean, wouldn't it be better to be cautious?
I mean,
Well-
I guess
If some of us are scouting the city, we would hear if there was a scuffle or something,
a kerfuffle,
a kerfuffle.
if you will.
Yeah, we would hear it. And
Well, how about this? You want these two are about to pass out. Why don't you hang out, watch over these three sleepy heads, and me and Monolith are gonna go see what we can see, and we'll come back in a couple hours, and then we'll head to bed too.
yeah,
Fine. That seems okay.
and you can cook some food because the kid is.
Yeah, I'll probably do that while he's asleep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good team meeting.
Everyone can go to bed or do whatever, I guess.
Me and Monolith are gonna go fuck around.
All right.
Alright. You want Buddy with you? We could send Buddy with you if you want.
Oh, I guess she doesn't really sleep.
Can Buddy
Yeah, no.
help us? Like, can she?
Will she listen to us?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I tell her to.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be
Bud-
valuable.
Buddy. Buddy. Do it this time, please.
It salutes. I like that.
And it goes over and stands right behind Zeph.
Oh, all right. Cool. That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Just be nice to her, please.
You know me.
She means a lot to me.
I'm a very nice person.
Wolf's
You are.
hackles go up, and the side teeth are bared, and he begins to growl real low, getting closer and closer to Buddy.
Wolf, be nice to the giant robot. Well, can you do me a favor, actually? Since you're such a strong dog, so smart. Yeah, it's you, buddy. Can you do me a favor? Can I trust you? Can you watch them while they sleep? Make sure they stay safe. I can trust you. Yeah, that's a good dog. Shake. You don't know shake? Oh man.
Like this.
Oh no, he didn't like that.
Why do you like that? We're buddies.
Yeah, it's cool.
What Pat?
Wait, can you do sit?
He curls up and puts his nose into his little ball self and starts to sleep.
I don't think that's what you asked, but
I
that's the
mean,
best thing to get.
He's new. I'm training him. It's a process.
That's true.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Okay,
Just keep him safe, partner.
Well,
I don't know why I'm saluting now. Fuck.
it's contagious. Let's go. Let's leave.
All right, we're out of here.
Janatemi Woodsman, you're not sleeping right away, you're cooking.
I'm cooking and keeping watch. I'm not going to bed.
And Angel is sleeping.
Yes.
You're trying to get your 8 hours of sleep now before the morning comes tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm gonna lay down with the kid. I'm gonna try and make. I know I have something. Give me a second. I want to make like as close as I can to like a makeshift bed for the kid. Can I take? Okay, I will doff my armor, and then I will take off some of my one of my shirts. And because I'm so large, I would like to wear almost like a tank top with like a shirt under it, and then my armor on top of that. I would like to take one of the bigger shirts off, and then I want to take my rope and affix it to something to make like a makeshift hammock for the kid within like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that.
Hardly takes you that. You're great with knots. Incredibly good dexterity when it comes to creating. And that's what you're doing. I'd say it only takes about 4 minutes to create the structure, the webbing, and everything else that's needed. And by the time you're done, Jill's asleep, curled up by the fountain. The Jib and Wolf are touching. They're not curled together, but they're like two circles that are sleeping next to each other that are just touching. And yeah.
I'll take them both. I'll take Jill in my top arms and Wolf in the bottom arms, and I'll both lay them together in the hammock, and I'll just like very slightly swing it just to like, and then I'll lay down right next to him.
Uh-oh.
Both of them maintain their sleep and almost immediately begin to make happy sleeping noises. They went from that silent, deep REM to the cooing and the leg kicking that comes from, quality sleep.
Cool. Good.
Hammock is functional, and are you falling asleep for 8 hours, or do you not need it?
No, I definitely need it. I'm gonna lay down right next to the hammock. I'll sleep for as long as I can. If somebody wakes me up for a watch, then I can be woken up. But there was no notice of me doing that, so I'm gonna sleep for the full 8 hours if possible. That was the other thing. I do have. Where is it? I do have scale mail, so it would take a little bit for me to doff armor, and I have disadvantage on stealth. Just so you know that.
Mhm.
But I have scale mail. So.
I actually also have
Uh,
doff rolls because of my chainmail.
You have proficiency with that level of armor. So why do you have disadvantage?
It's just the type of armor it is.
I
Because
didn't know chain. I thought that was plate and.
There's a couple.
Certain types of no light armor gives disadvantage on stealth. 3 of the 6 mediums armors. No, 2 of the 5 medium armors give disadvantage.
Which is scale out.
All the heavy gives disadvantage.
I need to change the way I think about that then.
Because scale mail is like a bunch of like clicks. That's
Before
why
it made sense with the plate, because plate's just going to slap itself, but the chain, I'm fine with that. I just need to readjust it.
That's why I asked Casey to spend $600 on the single, because Zeph has actually a breastplate, like just a breastplate, so it doesn't have other plates it's rubbing up against, so it doesn't have disadvantage on stealth.
Yep.
So that's
Yep. So yeah, it takes, I think,
Yep.
however long, 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes to doff medium armor, 1 minute to doff light, and an hour.
You can't ask me. I always forget
Or
the
if it's
mechanics of
1,
this.
5, 10. I can't remember.
They were there.
It's faster to doff than it is to don.
Yes.
That's for sure. It's probably 1, 5, 10. Sounds reasonable.
That's what I was thinking too. But I couldn't remember if it was 1, 1, 1, like they all had ones in it, or it was like 1, 5, 10.
The answer is right there. I'm just not going to read it and say it.
Yep.
I'll read it, and I'll say it.
You going all the way over? Oh,
Anyway, so me and Monolith.
I'm just interested.
gone. Outie.
It takes 1 minute to doff light and medium, 5 for heavy. Donning takes 1, 5, 10. Doffing is only 1, 1, 5.
That's what it was.
Taking it off.
Yep. So doffing is 1 minute. So we're good.
Donning and doffing.
Darn
It's
is
just
to
on
put
and
on.
off with a D in front of it. What? Why? Who did that?
No.
Old
because
English.
It's just on and off with a D in front of it. It's
Yeah,
d
no, you're
on
right.
and d off.
Yeah. Don and doff.
I'm gonna take my armor d on.
I don't think you can be mad at the languages that
Oh.
yours was born from.
I
Yeah.
can.
Get shit
Okay.
on nerd.
I am upset at my
Nerd.
super ancestors for whatever they did to the English language.
The derivation of
Andrew
this
is one.
word is pissing me off.
Those dang Latin origins, how dare!
Wait, you've got heavy armor on? Do you even have proficiency with heavy armor?
No. Is chainmail heavy?
Yeah. We'll do with that another time.
As you fall asleep,
Yes.
we've never seen you fall asleep before. Is there a power down? Is there a way that everything settles into a sleep mode? What does your sleep look like, your rest?
Oh, his sleep, he literally will lay down and just like stare for about a solid 2 or 3 minutes, like starfish. And then he's fucking out.
Eyes open?
Do the eyes stay open or do they close?
That's for me to know and you guys to look at and decide later.
Oh, goddamn.
I bet it depends on which head, so we'll take a look later.
Yeah.
As you assume the resting position, which you've done many times before,
Starfish.
as
On
you
the
assume
ground.
starfish, you don't have anything unusual that occurs. It's your standard sleep procedure. Next to you, however, not too far away, Angel's drifting into sleep. An angel who's been a dragon today and kind of a pterodactyl as well at the same time for some various reasons, is falling asleep. And you know that area of sleep that comes right between when you're awake and when you fall asleep, but that in-between part where you usually do the falling thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, it only happens right in that one special spot in between sleep and awake, and it's right in that zone, Angel, that you don't find yourself falling, but you do find yourself feeling a sense of dread, and it's not in this present moment, but it's in this plane that you find yourself on between sleep and awake. As you begin to drift off, you're stopped. You're almost grabbed and prevented from drifting off into complete sleep, and instead you find yourself being swiveled and turned in this murky nothing that you find yourself in. And as you are swiveled and turned, something that you would have never guessed was there comes into view. And it's not that it's real distinct and easy to be able to discern what it is. You've got to look at it for a while to realize that what you're seeing are like triple size people from your past, and you're in a memory, and you're real small in this memory, and you're looking at this memory, and it's everything around you is so big, and the people are big, and there's a big angry lady, and she's yelling, and now she's crying. And there's a dumpy man who's angry, and he pushes the lady. And then there's another man, and he's got this black cloak on, and he walks over to you, and you're so small you feel like he's going to stomp on you, because as he's stepping he gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and he reaches down with this giant hand, and all you see are just all these rings reach down and grab you by the wrist, and you scream, but you never wake up, and you begin your 8 hours of sleep like that.
That was exciting.
You and
Get down.
It's just me trying to fall asleep on a normal night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Angel just pops some bennies and goes back to bed.
Oh my goodness, not again.
Ambient again. The two of you are
Walking about.
Yeah, intent on walking around, and you catch on pretty quick to the layout of this city. A layout that you're accustomed to is a grid, and this does not use the standard grid pattern. You can see quickly that that's not the case, because when you look down the streets, you don't see an end. You don't see vanishing point. You don't see in the distance everything getting smaller and smaller. Instead, you see it curving in different directions. And after you walk around for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, you realize that it's a circular layout. You've got a bullseye pattern.
That's
It
interesting.
seems, and you haven't discovered absolutely everything about the city, but you have certainly discovered that it is. It's got streets that are circular and maybe not easy to get lost on, but easy to get confused by. You don't get lost because if you walk far enough, you can usually find someplace you've been before. And there's always,
as long as you walk in the circle, you'll get back to where you were.
It seems like it, or somewhere near there that allows you to walk back to where you were.
It's just hard for our square minds to navigate effectively.
The thing that makes it the easiest for you is the tall obelisk in the middle. It's the tallest of all the structures, and
We should go there.
it gives you a little bit of a benchmark from which to guide yourself as you're traveling around.
How tall is it? Like approximately, if I were to guess.
5 stories.
Oh, it's pretty big.
Yep.
Is it like
The ceiling of this entire structure is about 7 stories tall, so this one's
so it
scraping the
reaches
ceiling
the-
almost. Yep.
Do you want to go for that really ominous, strange obelisk in the middle of town, or do you want to just muck about these buildings for a little bit?
I feel like we should start at that area and then
what?
kind of like
Work our way out?
work our way out.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Or work our way out and then
Watching the street to see how bad it was.
Yep. So we can work our way out and then go in, or we could go in and then out.
No, I'm really curious about the weird goddamn
so
obelisk.
in and out.
Yeah, let's get in, then work our way out.
In and
slowly.
out.
Yeah, or at least the two of us for tonight. Just see the obelisk, see what we see, head back to
And
camp.
we could separate and then do like a.
I prefer not.
That's fair. That's
It's
fair.
like a weird ass goddamn city. So
True. Don't know what's here. So let's.
yeah, just keep your eyes peeled and all that.
Oh, they're peeled like a banana.
That's horrible.
They're an open banana.
I hate it. Please stop saying it.
Eat my eyes like a banana. They're so peeled.
Martha, I'm gonna stop talking to you right now. And I'm gonna focus on not getting killed.
Yeah, you look at the obelisk. I'll tell you about the various fruits that my eyes are peeled
I
like.
hate this. And the two of us walk towards the obelisk.
And I continue.
The two of you do your bit. You do your bit in a really loud way, in a very quiet city that hasn't had noise for centuries.
I would like to say that even though Monolith is doing his bit, I did ask him to keep his eyes out. So I would hope he's rolling at least a perception to keep his eyes out.
I have high passive perception,
There's no need.
Oh, okay. Oh, here you go.
just in case.
There's no need. Nothing is sneaking up on you.
It's okay. We can just dimension door back to the crew. So that's my escape plan.
Like, all right, we're about. We're out.
My new plan to avoid any Jason mechanic is dimension door out of it.
It's a good thing you got it.
Yep, I think you should keep trying that.
You teleport right into a wall. That's terrible.
Oh wow, that's so.
Half
You
of he's in a wall,
die
the other
on
half
impact.
Let's
is
roll
out.
and see. Oh.
Looks like you die instantly. Oh.
That's no fun. I would never do that. It's much more fun to have you teleport to somewhere you just don't want to be.
Like, all right, I'm at the camp.
As
With
it
the opposite
stands,
direction.
in a dead and abandoned city, which has been this way for centuries and upon centuries,
Upon.
countless. Nah, we can count them.
Stacked.
A bunch of
You can probably
centuries.
count them. I can count pretty high.
At least one.
You begin to make your way to the center of the city, an area which Jill maybe hadn't been yet because of the depth to which she had to go to get this far. It seems like, from what you'd heard, he had only stepped into the first couple buildings that were closest to the fountain that he'd called a clubhouse. Where you are, it still has that green tint to it. It's maybe a little brighter even. It's like a
So,
little more intense.
The green, are there just like lampposts that have these green crystals that are glowing? Or is
No.
everything is luminescent?
Nature check.
Okay.
Yes, everything's
That's
luminescent.
So funny.
You rolled a Bianca, which is a natural. Everything's what you want.
Okay.
You should have picked something different.
I should have. Fuck. I would like to roll to see if I win the campaign. Ah, god damn.
I'd like to roll for my.
All the bad guys die.
So the material itself glows. Everything is made out of.
If you take your finger and you run it across the wall,
There's like a.
it doesn't change anything. But if you add pressure and scrape, you can scrape off a layer of what looks like, this bioluminescent material is something living and it's coating the interior of this.
So if I were to do that, what does the material underneath look like? If I remove that layer.
If you scrape down
So
below,
like just
everything
hewn stone?
already looks like white stone that's been, quarried.
Okay, right.
Quarried white stone. And when you scrape that off, it's like scraping a layer of fungus or moss off of
Does
the
it say from Rockton? The quarry stone?
Not that you
Does it have a copyright stamp?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Is it? Sorry.
you know the mason mark you'd look for, you don't see any.
Yeah. For some reason, Zeph knows that. No need to ask, but she does. All right, so we're mucking about, running, or we're carefully
we're mucking about.
making our way towards this obelisk.
And I'm joking.
Okay. As you walk towards it, you're impressed with how it seems to grow and get taller and taller. You've got your eyes on the base, however, and at the base there are about 10 steps that lead up to a set of giant double doors. It looks like it might take 2 people to open one of the doors and a set of people to open both of them at the same time. And as you get up half of the stairs...
Well, I would say when I get 10 feet away from the obelisk, hey, Mono, this is pretty sketch, right?
This is pretty spooky.
Are we gonna...
100%.
Yeah.
We gotta.
Yeah,
We
okay,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Okay.
I know we walking.
You walk up the rest of the way, and you put your hands on the door, and you push, and nothing happens. And so you pull, and nothing happens.
I look from the bottom.
Nothing happens. That's a good trick. Good to check.
Try to rotate it.
Ah, nothing happens.
Can I look for a mechanism?
You get the impression that this door is locked. You could.
I
Can I
dimension
find
door
out?
4 feet in this direction on the other side of this door.
Can I see like a place for a key?
I don't do that because I'm gonna get trapped on the other side.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna fucking get trapped in there by myself, and I'm gonna fucking die of starvation or some shit. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna do a quick renege on that.
Oh,
Can I
fun thing
see-
about Dimension Door.
Uh-oh.
Fun thing about Dimension Door. I looked it up. If you get put into a space that you cannot occupy,
It's 46.
46.
And I get pooped back where I came from.
Yep, spell fails.
But I take the damage anyway.
Is there like a keyhole? A regular sized keyhole?
Or any mechanism of any kind that's visible. Or is it just like 2 big stone slabs?
They already rolled an investigation and got Bianca, and they found again. They found a keyhole specifically, and 2 normal handles like you're accustomed to, the kind that have handles. And when you try to open them, they're not budging.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
ahead.
Monolith, give him the old mono touch, you know what I mean?
Never say that again. That was horrible.
That was something.
That was pretty awful. I'm gonna.
I thought mono was kind of fun. Like that was our nickname for you.
It's kind of, but it also sounds like a disease.
What kind of disease is that?
No idea. It just sounds like one.
Okay, fine. I will call you Mono. I'll give him no Mono the touch. How's that?
Yeah, but even saying the touch is kind of.
Wait, you got sticky fingers.
Okay. You know what? I can agree with that. I got sticky fingers. Time to stick my sticky fingers.
You made it way worse.
Yeah,
Just
I
pick
hate
the
it.
lock.
Yep, gotta pick the lock. I'm gonna pick the lock.
Just pick the lock, Mono. Stop talking to me.
I'm gonna pick the lock. 15.
Which is the DC.
Hey!
You hear a tumbler click, and you hear another clunk,
Oh.
and then you hear a thump, and both of the doors' handles go kunk, and they pop out. So they're both sitting ajar.
They're really, really heavy. You say it takes 2 people, so I'm going to help him pull.
You pull on the right-hand side, and it slowly creaks open. And it's such a big door, you have to step down onto the step underneath and keep opening it up and pulling it out. And as you do, you're... I don't want to say shocked, but your attention is drawn to the intensity of the green on the inside, as if the bioluminescence has grown thicker and more intense here. With the door standing open and you looking in, it takes a minute for your eyes to adjust. And on the inside, you see several long couches that are put together. It looks like a sitting area for people. It looks like maybe
Just chill out.
4 or 5 couches, and they're all circular, like they're attached in a way. And they almost start to form a spiral. And in the center, there's this... It's like a decorative structure that seems to be right in the middle of all of these spiral couches.
I assume they're pretty gnarly now, the couches.
They look smooth and new, and it's hard to, you don't recognize them as a couch. They seem like couches. The structure in the middle, while you're looking at it, swivels around, and a giant human head is looking at you. And the couches seem to be a giant snake body that's coiled up in a coil, and the human head that's looking at you says, "Oh, dinner!" And that's where we'll stop for the night.
Nice fucking job, guys.
We released the evil secret serpent of the depths or something. Woo! Good job, us. Good job, us.
I'll let both of you, before we close for the night, roll a nature check.
That's
Oh, you know
nice.
what? You can choose nature check or arcana.
What if I roll a Bianca check?
Crap. You'll need to actually roll a die for this one.
I have die if you want to use them.
Oh, okay. I'll roll one of Parker's big ones.
Here, I'll put.
Oh, that's exciting. We're together, so I should use a mono die.
A mono die.
Roll.
Stop with my diseased name.
Roll.
Nature, right?
Nature
Where's
or
Arcana?
Arcana are choice.
Or Arcana. Awesome. It's a -1 either way, so it's a Narcana.
Roll that 20.
I feel like I know it.
I absolutely smacked yours, and I got a 9.
I don't remember what I had.
What did you have?
I think you had an 11.
I think it was an 11 as well.
11.
So it's an 11.
With nothing to add to it?
No.
So I got a 9. I got 11.
Well, then you know that you're staring at a naga, but you're not sure what kind.
What about the robot?
Oh, the
Robot
robot's
gets-
with us.
Yep, the robot's with him.
I forgot.
That's who should have opened the door for you.
Yeah, now you mentioned it.
Yeah, you didn't even
I can pick
ask.
the lock.
You didn't ask her to do anything. She's
I
kind
just
of
assumed that
following
we
you
could open
around
it.
right
She's
now.
just kind of hanging out.
I'm going to go with no.
Okay.
Mostly because they didn't even remember that the robot was there to ask. So I
I
don't
mean, the
think,
robot can't speak.
Oh.
well, even more reason to not get information
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll
the
not have the
robot
robot
cannot
roll a
speak. Never mind, robot doesn't
any kind of
roll.
check.
Okay.
So you're dealing with some kind of horrible giant snake monster with a human head, and you can deal with that when we get back together on Friday. Did we get anybody at all that wanted the...
It was Kevin from Jersey.
Kevin from Jersey wanted it?
Was the only person that entered.
Really?
All right, well, let's see. All right, everybody, we're going to do our giveaway for the night. We have all the people that we entered into the drawing. We're going to check all at one time to see who wins.
Wait, all at once? You can do all those at once?
Oh, yeah. As a DM, I'm pretty good at pretty much making up anything I want.
He got big brain.
Anybody that's watching right now, it's not too late. If you want to type in the code word husky
Like the
for the
dog.
kind of jeans that I wear, then you can go ahead and type that in the chat. You'll be entered to win along with the other people. And you could win this, potion of healing.
And it's a bunch of D4.
Filled with D4 and some potion there at the bottom.
Yeah, a little bit of potion.
All right.
A little bit.
Are we up to 3 yet?
We got Husky with an I. Oh wait, those are both people in this room.
Okay. All right. So we've got 93 entrants, and now we'll find out which one of them wins. Come on, baby. Somebody
said it again.
Somebody cool.
Oh.
Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin. We'll
Talk
get this.
about a lucky.
We'll get this healing
Yeah.
potion out to you. And the other 96 of you, don't be heartbroken. You can go to loottables.com and make this purchase, 800 pennies, or go ahead and get that 10% off with the coupon code Campfire. And I hope you enjoyed kicking off your weekend with us. We are happy it's the weekend. And we'll be even happier when it's next Friday because we'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons again.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Stick around. We're going to raid Albro.
Give it 6 seconds.
Ooh.
And we will ring.
All right.
Everyone say hello to our friend when you get there.
Bye, guys. We're gonna say hello to Alberon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.